everybody. We're here. We started 15 minutes late tonight. We had a crazy schedule. Some of us are running from event to event, and we're on our wits' end, but we're here. So we're going to take a moment with sanity. I realize I'm not looking at you in the eye. It's because I'm embarrassed. I don't wish to. I have nothing else going on over here.
It's because he's scared. You frightened him.
Yes, I'm scared. I've done next to little preparation for tonight, so everything's going to be off the cuff. So I'm in the process of figuring out what the music I'm doing here. Let's see, Pedigear.
Everyone just take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just be like, we're here now. It's time to play.
Tonight's session is going to be a guided meditation led by Fig.
That would be fun, actually.
Oh, gosh.
Close your eyes.
So, thank you all for being here. We're going to dive into tonight's session of Adventures in Middle-earth. Did a quick look over on everybody's character sheets for inspiration. Lindsay, you've done our recaps 2 sessions in a row, but you currently don't have inspiration. So I'm going to give you the option to be a part of the D20 roll. If you don't want to participate, just know that you might not get inspiration.
Oh, what the hell? I'll do it.
Okay. I believe the only person here that doesn't or who has inspiration is Cirion currently. So everybody else, go ahead and roll me a D20. Highest roll wins tonight.
Woo, not me!
Ah, crap. Forgot how to do it.
/R, then 1d20.
Yeah, there it is. Cool, middle of the road.
Fig for the 3rd session in a row.
I legit don't remember this time. I always say at the beginning I don't remember. I legit.
Let me spark your memory. Can I?
know.
I'll spark your memory. We started in Osgiliath.
Actually, yeah, that's helpful because I would have started at the parlor. No, we were still at Osgiliath. We first stopped to visit Mana Ame for dropping off all of the goodies that we picked up for her from Amon Lonk and from Captain Lockian, and she was very grateful for all of that. I think she gave us something in return. No, she's gonna have a messenger or of some sort or some runner come give us stuff in Pelagir. So a reward's coming. Then Cirion and Malvhor decided to also update Captain Turgon with what we have been up to, letting him know that we officially returned from going to the Greenwood and achieving and completing the mission we were on of helping Merwin and everything. But they also asked if there were any updates from him that they should know, particularly with anything else. Oh no, I just saw the community challenge thing. That'd be fun.
And make it live.
Particularly
Gotta make it live.
Particularly asking one, what is currently up with Cirion? And we learned that everything is out of all of our control now. He's elsewhere, basically waiting for trial and judgment and whatnot, and what happens after that. Also, we wanted updates to see if Bardor knew of, if learned anything else from the message we gave him to code, and or anything new about the cat's eye, because it was divulged that we were going to start investigating them more, essentially. And that's when we found out that Bardor is actually in Pelagir right now, working with Marines and working on forming a group to do something to investigate the cat's eye a bit further. Potentially infiltrate or something along the lines. I think a few of us got excited for like a fun kind of just like barge in and get him type situation. I've suddenly lost all of my English words, so here we go. But there did become the concept of then going to Peligir to also help Bardor, because that's now where interests are kind of potentially aligning, so on and so forth. That was basically it. During all of that, Fig and Merwin were hanging out, working on Merwin's crocheting blanket and eating honey cakes together. That was all fun. And then after that, we finally made it to Peligir, where Merwin was dropped off, so to speak, after a long journey. Back home, Goldwyn was over ecstatic. It was later into the evening, so Merwin basically went right to bed, and all of us were essentially pretty tired too from journeying, and since it was later in the evening, we just went, well, we'll catch up and reconvene and plan our next move and everything after a good night's sleep. And that was the plan. And so we made it to the parlor, and Malvhor gave a strict talking to Cirion and Fig to make sure no funny business was going to happen.
No fighting.
Fig and Cirion,
No fighting.
Fig and Cirion were a little on edge and ready to just, you know, kind of bum rush in and grab Dorsey and be like, "Who are you?" type thing. And and a lot of that changed when we walked in and met a new face. What was your character's original name? Merrick, Melik, what? Melik, I got it. And so we met. I said Merrick first, then Melik. We met Melik, and he was a new patron at the parlor, essentially, and things got a little suspicious. Dorsey dropped something or whatever happened. There was a clash in the other room, and that kind of, when everyone went to see what happened, that's when Melik and Malvhor were able to ascertain there was like another like curtain that was hiding something, like another room or something. I, as Fig, was more focused on seeing what the crap was up with Dorsey, so I was focusing on what he was potentially trying to hide, or if he was being truthful when he said he was fine and whatnot. So that's where my attention was during that. But anyways, after all of that, things got even more suspicious. As Dorsey was prepping tea for everybody, Melik was speaking about he was asking about, isn't it funny that more people are coming into the parlor than out, is essentially what was discussed. But during that time, as poetic as it was a lot of riddles to Fig, so Fig was very confused during everything. But after lots of discussion and introducing each other and meeting each other and whatnot, Melik decided to go off and start investigating essentially on his own, and Malvhor did try to follow, but Malvhor did lose his trail. And during all of that, Fig and Cirion had tea and then decided to go to bed according to the original plan. And then after a while, when Malvhor returned and lost sight of basically everybody, he decided to do the same. Melik got caught by Dorsey snooping around, did a wonderful facade of pretending to be just totally drunken and losing himself and everything, and was taken to his own room. And when things settled for the night and Dorsey was officially gone, Melik went out again to start some more investigating, but this time was able to, starting with Fig, get the group to start following him. And so everyone returned to stealthily going through the parlor and returning to the curtain that was hiding like another room or a hallway or whatnot. And as we all were starting to kind of get in a single line and move forward, that's when Melik started to shift in a way where his true features were now shown as more the merchant, and that's where we left off.
What a twist.
Excellent.
If I do it one more time, I'm just gonna start doing it every time.
I mean, I gave you the option to not roll this time.
I know, but I want inspiration, so.
I mean, there is the possibility of a trivia question as well.
I'm down. What's the trivia question?
I mean, you already got your inspiration, so you don't get to answer.
Fine!
Yes. Fuck, I don't have a trivia question. No, I had one, and then I realized it might be unfair for Jake.
Oh.
Maybe
Fair, actually.
He's only been
Mate.
here for one session, so that's a little...
he has watched
Oh,
others.
it's campaign related. I got it.
He has watched some sessions. I'm just saying.
Some.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Here's a trivia question. What's your mother's maiden name?
What's
What?
my name?
What was your first
literal
pet's
one?
name?
No.
And the last
No.
4 of your social.
69, 69. I
Can
got
you
that
give
one.
me the 3
Oh, no,
digits
it's
on the
eight-
back of your card real quick?
What's your credit card number?
How much are you willing to give away for DM's inspiration?
Yeah, seriously.
I would laugh so hard if we started getting like legitimate offers or something.
Oh, yeah.
No, I had a trivia question in mind, and then I last second just realized that it's not fair. Actually, who rolled? Yeah, Jake would be the one to answer it, so that's not a fair question for him. So
Oh,
I'm
you
just
can
gonna
always come up
forego
with
it.
something new.
I'm working on it. Racking my brain, trying to think of things that would actually be applicable.
Where did we first meet more? Jake probably would know that.
I don't remember the exact location, if I'm being perfectly honest, but I did see a part of that episode. Specifically,
The
that
trick
scene.
question is then there isn't an exact location.
Anyway, we're just gonna forego it. And you know what? I guess it's my fault. The 2 of you can both take inspiration for the hell of it.
Hey! Won't say no.
That's my own fault.
Hey,
All right. So, in the middle of the night, as you've followed this initially strange individual throughout the parlor, in the sort of the dead of night, and very few lights are lit, one of which you did have the wherewithal to take with you from the front lobby. As you moved through the kitchen, Fig, the curtain was the divider from the hallway into the kitchen, so it wasn't exactly hiding anything.
Yeah, my mind blanked on that bit, and I was like, whatever, it's another room behind that. I know at least that much.
Yeah, no, it's just the kitchen. There's nothing inherently suspicious about it.
Sorry.
No worries.
Redact all of that.
And you followed Melik into the pantry, where he revealed a sort of hidden away door that descended into below the parlor, which sort of lines up with what Fig had ascertained many weeks ago at the parlor, that there was something coming from below the parlor, as she likes to put it, a vibe check, if you will. She was getting bad vibes from underground. As the pathway began to open up, Melik led you down further, and as you got to a sort of flat landing, as the wooden staircase sort of gave way to sort of like a dirt incline carved away into the earth, you could hear the sound of various noises and voices sort of echoing in the distance as they bounced off the walls and made their way to you. But around this time, you saw the clothing and the facial features themselves of Melik sort of transition and reform as they took the form of Moore, a merchant that you had met along the road many weeks ago, and actually purchased goods from at least once in Peligir. So at this moment, as he sort of turns and sort of fully reveals himself in the candlelight to the three of you, you do hear a few different voices echoing down the hall. Not so much a hall, almost like a cavern system. It is sort of a single tunnel as it is now, and sort of weaves a little bit and then dips out of sight, but you do see some orangish light flickering from around the corner. What would we like to do?
I have many questions.
I simply turn to the group and then
We will have words. We will have words.
You will, in time. But for now, must be quiet.
and then I turn the corner just to take a peek. Do we
Before he turns, hold on. Before you turn, I'm gonna just look at you when you say like quiet. I'm gonna look at you and point down at my dagger, like signaling for me to draw it if it's needed.
Aye, Cirion. It might be necessary, but for now, caution and quiet is required.
So I look around the corner and I repeat back what I see based on the DM's inspection.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. And while this is happening, as he sort of saddles up to the side of the cavern wall and looks around the corner, I will dutifully remind the rest of the PCs that most of you are currently
naked.
without armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I did grab my shield.
You did.
No.
I think we are still showing it as just to the GM on my rolls, but it is a non-natural 20.
I do see that.
I'm not sure how to fix that, but I could probably fix it.
We're gonna keep that
We'll leave it as it is,
whispered
then.
for now.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep, it is a total of 20. As you turn around the corner, you see it still sort of unnaturally curves. It's not a straight shot, but you do catch a glimpse of a lit brazier, sort of in an open cavernous area, in sort of like the edge of what looks to be a long wooden table. And you'd catch one individual with sort of darkened tan skin and sort of pulled back short hair in a bit of a black leather armor of sorts and a long sword sort of attached to his hip. Immediately on the other side of him, you do see Dorsey. There's a few other things within that gets cut off based on the angle you're looking at. The cavern looks to be a lot larger, like it opens up. And based on the echoing with that unnatural 20, you probably make out at least 4 individuals.
Is the and this is obviously from like a funneled view, but is there anything that I notice about the leather armor? Is there anything uniform about it that I can pick out that would tell me something about them?
I would say from your experience, it's not so much a uniform as this group that you're familiar with is more a group in name. They're more ragtag than what many perceive. But based on their features and their attire, you're pretty sure this is a Corsair from Umbar.
Corsairs from Umbar. Are you aware of them?
Speaking to the group.
Vaguely. In name only. We haven't crossed paths with one.
Curious that they would find themselves below in an even more curious location,
Well,
below a tea shop.
if we would have, taken some more time to discuss the goings-ons, perhaps we could have had a better idea of what we were getting into.
Well, I'm sure you all were busy figuring out something else. So, if we want to carry on, shall we move closer and maybe try to investigate for ourselves?
You trying to get closer?
That was a question to the group.
Yeah, I know, I'm thinking. It would be... I wonder if it would be beneficial to... I don't know. We don't have time to plan, so yes, let's... The time for planning is over. It's time for action now, whether I like it or not. We push forward.
I look to Fig and Cirion for a nod.
I already said it, yeah. I whispered it.
All right.
I'll grip my axe and I'll just give a slow nod. Because I'm behind everyone, right? I took the rear.
Sure. I don't remember the marching order in this particular
I think
instance,
so.
other than that Moore was leading.
Yeah, you did
Within-
take the rear, because I was going to take the rear to make
Okay,
sure no one
yeah.
snuck up on us, and you're like, actually, I'll do that.
If I did it like that, I'm sorry.
No, you didn't say it like that. You didn't say it like that.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I just realized 'cause I'm 5 years old and I forgot how to play a game. Let's see.
I will say
yes.
it's still using everyone's stealth checks from last session.
Correct. I was going to, now that my disguise self is gone, my weapons have properly transmogrified to what they truly are, my staff and my sword. And
Yeah, actually, Jake, if you want to sort of describe physicality
yes.
more in depth, if you would like to.
Yes. Once I've switched back, my my hood and everything has gone back to my leather armor that I would typically wear in a more battle-ready situation. I wear a blue hood, and my beard is more of like a salt and pepper, sort of dark and gray, and I stand taller than what Melik did before. I can't remember the exact amount. I know that I stand relatively tall compared to the group. Nothing freakish, but I just very battle ready. And you see a staff, and I. In the dark, relatively, I would say tough to see the colors, but you might make out a faint blue in the candlelight. At which point I move to. There we go.
Oh, you look a little less fucked up.
Yeah. Yes.
The last
It's nice to
portrait
have
we
this-
saw, you was so fucked up.
It's nice to have the stars gone. And I blow out the candle that's near us, and I focus on all three of you and blow onto the crystal at the end of my staff, casting Pass Without a Trace.
Hold up. Magic.
Magic.
He's fucking playing a blue wizard.
Does everybody remember what their stealth rolls last time?
I don't know if he's a blue
I
wizard,
gotta go back and look.
but he has a blue cloak that matches his blue eyes. Mine was 7. I can tell you them. I can see them.
Looks like
I'm looking at him too. I just wanted to check if anyone knew theirs offhand.
I guess I'm 10, it looks like.
Have you? Where are you?
in the
I
previous.
have you at 7. Where are you getting 10?
It looks like I rolled a
you
D4
rolled
your
after it.
inspiration.
So yeah.
So
Okay.
12,
I was
10,
only looking
7,
at the
20.
stealth calls out. So you can add 10 to your original roll.
So 17.
sweet.
All right. And
So
then
it
with
goes
that,
to Fig
So
with a 20,
I'm a dirty
Cirion.
20.
It goes to Fig with a 20, Cirion with a 30, Malvhor with a 17, and Moore with a 22.
yes. And then the light on the crystal at the end goes out, and I crouch down in that very faint, low light once your eyes have adjusted, and start crouch walking and stealthily walking through the tunnel to see a vantage point from which to take. So I'd say I'm at the threshold of wherever we're at. Is there a particular vantage point that I could see on either to my right or left?
So as
Considering this
you,
is likely a dark room.
yeah, so as you move around the corner, and as the candle goes out, the shadows sort of begin to engulf around you, sort of solidifying all 4 of you in the darkness of the tunnels. And you begin to take Moore's lead and follow him around. And even before, when you saw the sort of flickering firelight casting into the tunnel, even now that is getting sort of engulfed. So there's no really any light from what you can see, but yet you can sort of ascertain your place pretty easily. More as you move around, it does come to a bend, maybe about 15 feet from when you turn, and opens right up into the cavern. And then directly in front of you, you see as it sort of opens up a brazier that is fully lit, and the flames are sort of dancing around. And gathered around a long wooden table are 3 of those Corsair-looking individuals, along with Dorsey. So you can definitely move probably closer to get right to the opening of the cavern system itself. If you probably push it any further inwards, we'll see how well the stealth holds up.
Do I have a pretty clear? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna
No,
say,
just because I'm relatively bad at describing areas, I am just going to move you into a map. You do not need to put yourselves on there yet,
Fight.
as there's no grid.
Theater of mind is rough sometimes.
It can be very rough. It's perfect in my head. That doesn't mean I describe it well enough. I'll reveal the people you see.
Ah, I see.
And as you do sort of, if you do get closer towards like the opening area, like around here, you do see a scaffolding that's maybe about 10 feet off the ground, sort of in the back left from your perspective. And you see a taller, lankier individual sort of skulking around there, who's kind of pacing around, but he is wielding a staff himself, and it does appear to be orc-like in nature.
I would say in this time, maybe I make the suggestion to the group that maybe we should take the time to listen before acting.
I'm gonna give a nod.
Malvhor stays silent.
What is this piss water you're serving us? Huh? We came all the way up here, and you're just going to serve us this bastard always drink? Where's the rum? Where's the fucking ale? You will take my hospitality as best as I can. If you don't have the wherewithal for tea and manners, then I suggest you bring your own. Oh, well, this is just bloody fucking lovely, isn't it? Well, he'll be back with it, I'm sure. Where is he anyway? A patron of ours. We came a long way to see him. I assure you, word has been sent for him. You've arrived a little bit unannounced, so it is a little difficult to summon someone in short notice in the middle of the night. Well, if he wants us to find what he's looking for, he's gonna have to pay up a little bit more. And how are we supposed to trust this dandy anyway? Some Gondorian turncoat? Bunch of war shit, if you task me. Christ, what is this drink? And I don't know why I said Christ. Who the fuck is that anyway?
Jesus confirmed in Middle Earth.
Had a better drink from the drowned isle. Isn't that right? You can do without talking a little bit longer, you know that. Well. We just gone in. Was expecting a bit more hospitality out of here. I assure you, your patron will arrive in due course to discuss the terms of our arrangement. Listen, Dorsey. You've been good to us. We've shared information before, and a few of our scores have come from you and the Cat's Eye. Now, we haven't worked with you specifically quite often. It's a bit rare for us to come up this far. So the least you can fucking do is get us something a little bit more substantial than these little fucking biscuits. And maybe something better to drink. And as Dorsey goes to speak, you hear another voice from off to the side that you don't hear. That's enough, mate. As another individual sort of comes walking in carrying a crate in his arms. Might as well be nice to those that are showing us such hospitality. As he places it down in such a hostile city. Sorry, Captain. Now, Dorsey. You need to understand that the Cat's Eye has the run of the mill down in Umbar. Are quite reliable. But our services come at a cost. And we've, quite honestly, have been given quite the task to find that precious little bauble. Your friend, this fucking rattle is looking for.
Son of a...
And now, my last crew has had a hell of a time picking themselves up from the bottom of the ocean after the goddamned Hellion got a hold of them. I don't know anything about the Hellion. Cut the shit, Dorsey. This all came down on top of us once we accepted this deal. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not backing out of a deal. That wouldn't be very honorable of us. Now, would it, boys? No, wouldn't be honorable at all, sir. Right. So, as he picks up ear clanking of glass, as he picks up a bottle from the crate that he put down. takes a gulp from it. That's a bit better. Nothing like a little fire water, right, gentlemen? This fucking hellion, this Nefa, her and her little troubadour friend have been causing us quite the stir. And this jewel that you want us to find, we're gonna need more resources, mate. So, as he sits down and puts his feet up on the table, we to reopen negotiations. I apologize that you found your current situation so undesirable. Know that I broker information and bring the meetings of two parties together, such as we've done before. If I recall, we haven't actually met the fucker. Alright? We've communicated through letters and a whole bunch of hearsay, and for all I know, my crew and myself are going off on a wild walk chase. You get me? So we're not leaving here until we discuss a little bit more in depth and we meet our patron face to face. Very well. Also, you don't have to knock the tea so often. It really hurts. Glitch as Dorsey yells up towards those rafters. Yes. Be a dear. Send another message towards Rador. I believe his attendance is required. And if we have to wait till tomorrow, we'll do it. There's a tavern down by the docks. I'm sure we can peruse incognito like.
Can you say that name again, real quick?
Which one?
The orcish one.
Grishnok.
Can you spell
Can you use it in a sentence?
He thought he did.
Knocking on the door.
I spelled it right.
Thank you. I got halfway through and then I went, I don't know. And did they just say they might hang out at the docks if they have to wait till tomorrow?
They said they could. They don't know.
Okay.
They're not making any moves right now.
I know. I just wanted to make sure I heard that right. Cool, thanks.
But as I understand it, Dorsey, this spot right here, as he sort of knocks on the table, is probably one of the safer places for us in this city. As I understand it, some big Gondorian ambassador showed up in Umbar a few days ago, roughly when we left. Now that secret won't go lightly, which means all of Umbar will be coming down on top of them. And believe me, if I found out, you listen, hey, Dorsey, look at me. If I fucking found out on a boat on my way up here, then rest assured that Gondor will be sending somebody down there for him. Ain't no fucking interest of mine. But considering this is the only major port city in all of Gondor since they lost Umbar, then rest assured that there's probably a staging ground here, and there's probably a bit of a navy folk setting sail soon. I don't care to be in the streets that long. Me and my boys here will catch an awkward glance or two, I'm sure. So if you don't mind, unless we're feeling daring, we're gonna set up shop down here. Very well. I ask you to keep it down a little bit. I do have guests upstairs, and I'd rather not draw unwanted attention down here. Because if any hostilities come as a result of something you've done, then the Eye and Beruthiel herself down in Umbar will see to it that you never set sail again. Oh, I didn't think you had it in you, mate. Oh, I think we're gonna get along just fine. Now, gentlemen, raise up a glass. You there. You known. Play us a tune. As they all sort of settle in, and you see Dorsey sort of like wipe his brow a little bit and a little shaky, but they all begin to pass around drinks, and there's a slight string musical sound coming from one of them as they pick up an instrument that was sort of stowed on the side of the bench and begins to play.
I'm going to just touch Cirion, who's probably the one right in front of me. And I'm just going to gesture that we should back up the way we came. And I'm gonna turn to Fig, and I'm just gonna go back the way we came.
I'm gonna
I'll be following.
I'll let them through, but before I start moving, I want to watch what Moore does.
How far away is everyone from me in terms of like the lineup, Brian?
The rest of the group?
Yeah, like if I'm assuming we're somewhat in a shambled line.
Staggered in like a few feet.
Yeah. So it's probably Cirion, Matt, then Fig.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sensing Fig's what would I call it? Essentially,
I don't know.
her way of looking at to try and understand my intentions.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I look to the rest of the group to see how they want to handle this, and I feel that they've got what they've wanted to get for this time. I understand the intimidation of the situation. We are kind of outnumbered, so I allow them to back up and give Fig a nod.
Okay. And I will start leading back up then and wait for everyone else to join me.
Okay.
And I'm keeping an eye out for cats. As I have been doing since last time.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I don't trust these cats. Is it dark? I know it's night, but does this strictly say night? No, it's just darkness.
Yeah, you're in darkness.
Ha ha ha. Okay. 18.
As you
Oh no.
Tick a tap, 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 tick a tap, tap.
Oh no, it's already on my leg!
All the spiders.
as you turn and begin to lead the group back out, and you sort of round that bend again. You see on an outcropping from the cave wall, there is a loaf shadow with reflecting golden eyes staring back in your direction.
I will quietly and gently move toward the cat to not startle it and reach a hand out to beckon it.
I reach out and say stop. And you know what? I'm curious, Brian. Can I perform a shadow lore check on those eyes that I see?
Sure.
That's essentially what I was going to get to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was gonna see if I had the same weird ass connection that I did with the one that was the messenger way back in Osgiliath.
My apologies.
No, you're fine.
If you would like to continue, then go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna have.
Go and pick up the cat.
I thought you were just like cat.
No.
I was gonna have Fig roll a animal handling check, specifically since you're trying to beckon to it.
Yeah, like I'm first trying to not be suspicious and trying to, because it already sees us clearly. So I'll do that.
Apologies, I'm not trying to overstep the.
No, it's fine. I understand. I totally understand.
14. You see it stand up and do that cat stretch as it stands in the air, ears sort of like pull back a bit and then loosen up as it sort of sits upright.
Do I happen to recognize which one this is?
It's pretty dark, but I'll say you've spent enough time with them that this is Gear.
Gear. It's just me. I will reach more closely to let Gear sniff my hand.
Sniffs. Marks your hand.
Perfect. I will do some pets, and then I will slowly reach for Gear and pick Gear up. And by the time of holding it, I want to see if I get that weird ass vibe check that I got before from a messenger cat. And I don't know if, since Jake and I are trying to do the same thing, I don't know if we can make that like a groupie check, or if the two of us rolled for different intentions, or.
So the intent is a little different on how you're going about it, so I'll leave it up to you guys. Fig, in your Fig fashion, you're going for a vibe check.
Well, I just to say, like what I was viewing it as was almost like I reached out, and then because she went for the animal handling, in that I realized some sort of vibe. Let's stick with that word. That's a good word. That she understands there's something of interest within these creatures, and I would say maybe I'm not sure if I would require some sort of perception to pick up kind of what she's laying down here, but something along those lines.
If it helps, I can hold Gear and I'll face you and like face you while holding Gear so you can take a better look or something. I don't know.
Okay. I will look deeply into the cat's eyes.
Yes.
Hey.
Essentially.
Just sort of do a slight reach out, almost like petting the cat, but like with a little bit more intensity to it, of some sort of shadow lore check. Like there's something something off about this cat.
Go ahead and give me a shadow lore check at advantage.
I rolled once.
Una mas.
And twice.
22. You sort of make eye contact with this cat, and your vision sort of slowly goes tunnel visioned into almost like a cosmic sense of like rushing past various stars and night sky, and you pick up a bit of a tether of sorts that seems to go from this cat's very being and sort of stretches all the way across the land to further down south. And this is something you're familiar with from history. In Gondor, Queen Beruthiel used cats, though she despised cats, she used cats as her personal spies to spy on everybody in Gondor, for anyone she cared about, or cared to spy on for any reason she wanted. This cat in particular seems to have a same sort of psychic sort of connection with somebody.
And who are you speaking with, dare I ask?
The cat does like that little push on with her front paws to try and like push off your chest as it's now getting uncomfortably being held.
Somewhat of a history question. I'm not sure if I would know this offhand. Is it sort of a telepathic link to that queen back in those days? Meaning just that information was just instantaneously passed, or was there some sort of like, yo, I'm a cat, I'm having a conversation sort of thing?
I'd say with that 22, the original instance of this is largely unknown to the populace, but at the time it wasn't a telepathic link. It was more or less she could stare into the cat much like you are and sort of read what it's seen and what it's heard. So at one point it was telepathic, like once it was like close enough, but it's not like they could be like down the city block and know what the cat was doing, essentially.
I got a crazy question. Can I back channel that?
You could certainly try.
What would you like me to do for that?
Let me let's see here. Let's go ahead and just give me a wisdom check, but you can add your proficiency.
Ooh.
As this sort of thing, you're sort of...
I'm coming back. I'm sorry. I accidentally pressed X on the damn campaign. I'm sorry.
Rip.
While he's like staring at the cat, I'm gonna try to do some more like neck scratches to make the cat, to make it more comfortable. But I'm going to look at the others, and I'm just gonna say, so it seems like this one is like the messenger cat, where something's off that they've been watching back in Osgiliath. Which means this one has now seen us.
+3.
They've all seen us. I wouldn't hold any conversation around them. I don't know the full extent of what these cats are capable of.
Total of 9. So you sort of stay in this sort of trance-like state as you reach into this cat's mind and follow that tether. But at a certain moment, you notice that the tether is immediately severed, and you're shut back out.
But for now, this one can't tell anyone else that they've seen us, at least this far down.
I have no idea. Honestly, the cat could start screaming at any moment and making a ruckus and get us in trouble.
Dear.
I don't trust any of the cats in this building. But I think we can throw a real wrench in their plans if we can intercept Rattle before he gets here.
Almost on cue, as you say that, you hear an echo from around the bend, since you guys have hung out here for a decent amount of time now. My lord will be here shortly.
Oh boy.
So, we need to go watch the front door and the basement entrance around back.
You knew of the basement entrance.
Big knew
Yes.
of the basement entrance, and we were going to investigate it tomorrow night after we got a nice long rest. But here we are now. Opportunity has presented itself to potentially intercept Radol.
Seeing as you are not quite battle ready, it might be a good idea to get that way.
But if we... It's not... If we go up and get battle ready, we might miss the opportunity. We might miss the opportunity to intercept Rattle before he gets here.
I can be quick. I'm gonna start moving upstairs with gear.
Okay.
I'm getting gear.
I'm going to. Oh gosh. Should I? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Because I really want to intercept Rattle before he comes in, but I don't want to do it by myself.
I mean, I'm gonna try to change fast, and maybe.
I don't
but-
think there's any way to change fast. I think it takes like 10 minutes.
Oh, I mean, in my mind, her armor simplistic enough of just like, pauldron, wolf pauldron, cape, done.
Have you ever put on a pauldron? They suck. I always struggle with the van braces for my cosplay or my costumes. Anyway.
I understand that. Yeah.
Considering the fact that my armor. Fuck! I'm gonna go up and get dressed with everyone else.
It's nice to be battle ready.
It's not gonna do a lot for me, right? Because my AC is still gonna be 14. It'll be 16 if I keep my shield out. I mean, I just thought it is what it is. I'm not gonna confront Rattle on my own.
Okay. So what's everyone else doing?
I started going upstairs after I had spoken, and then I'll put gear down in my room, and I'm going to quietly but hastily, or I guess quietly if I can. Most of my stuff isn't loud and clanky, so I'm gonna get changed quickly and then meet back in the hallway.
Okay.
Sorry, this hallway downstairs?
No, sorry, the hallway where all of our rooms are. I'm gonna start there.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'm eating an Altoid.
No, you're fine. I should have clarified that anyways. My bad.
Very good.
Everyone else?
Yeah, I mean,
Malvhor,
I'll don my armor and then I'll see Fig in the hallway and meet up with her. And I'm gonna say I wouldn't count on being able to intercept Rattle now. So it might be best.
But we can give him a warm welcome.
It might be best to go to the basement.
And yet say what to Rador if we do intercept him?
Well, if we intercepted him and it was all four of us against him, we might be able to capture him or kill him or something.
But that would also cause suspicion downstairs.
It will, but it would cause suspicion between themselves. Did you hear the way the Corsairs were speaking? If they don't meet with Radol, they don't trust Dorsey. And these different parties start going at each other's throats, which is helpful for us. But I believe the opportunity to accomplish such a thing has passed, because if Radol's already down there, then this just becomes a siege.
I would at least prefer to keep everyone alive until we had full answers. I think Rador would have the most answers that can be given to us based on everything we've heard and what we've learned throughout time with the correspondences, and that's a big word for Fig, and messages
Conversations
that we've
insinuating.
received.
He does have the most information, but he's not going to give it to us willingly. And if he's down there and we go siege down there, I fully expect him to flee, and we'll lose him. So we're just going to have to get what we can at this point. And I will be surprised if he doesn't flee. I will be happy if he doesn't flee and we can get answers from him, but...
You know, you have a battle-ready master on the side that can possibly go meet him at the entrance that Fig knows.
But then the time it took us to put our armor on, I believe he might already be here. But it doesn't hurt to go swing by.
In fairness, I think we're talking about putting armor on. I don't think we've quite put it on.
Well, I said I put it on and I met up with
okay,
Fig in the
okay,
hallway.
I'm
Like
sorry.
I think I did.
Brian, thoughts on this? Make the DM ruling.
I mean, if you guys are like on your way up and wanted to discuss exactly what you're doing before everyone splits off, that's fine.
There you go.
Oh, well, now, okay.
Just
No,
know-
now
just know that-
I'm
ju-
confused.
Just know the longer you talk about it is more time. So.
Yes.
Right.
It's up to you.
I said with full
we
intention to
Yes.
go up the stairs, put Cat down, put armor on, and meet in hallway.
Everyone wants to put on armor.
Okay.
So we put on our armor, and now the longer we stand here talking, I mean, let's just swing by the basement door. Worst case scenario, we missed him, but it doesn't hurt to go through that basement door.
Well, then I will remain in the basement.
So you're
Okay.
gonna stay in that hallway.
Yep. Just watching, waiting, lurking.
Okay. Cirion, what did you do? I didn't hear you during any of that.
Damn it. Yeah, I said like pretty much after Fig left, I went upstairs to put my armor on too.
Yeah, that's what won me over was when Cirion said he went to put his armor on too,
Okay.
because I was this
I
close
missed
to
that.
asking Cirion to just go outside with me without our armor.
Okay.
So we passed the front door going back downstairs, right?
I think we should go out to the basement entrance on the outside of the building.
Yes, I agree, but I wanted to first check.
We do not
Well,
pass
we
the
got-
basement. If you're going out the front door, you don't pass the basement entrance. You have to go through the kitchen.
What I meant was if we pass the front door while heading into the kitchen and toward the basement.
You do pass the front door.
But I'm
So-
saying we go out the front door, go around to the back of the building.
I understand
Oh,
that.
okay.
Let me
She
finish.
understands that. She's asking you
Sorry.
something else.
Okay, sorry, I'm
What I was-
I'm confused.
What I was wanting to do before any of that was check the front door first to see if maybe someone had just walked through it before we head out.
Okay. How would you check that?
That's a damn good question. I want to check the ground. I want to check the floor if there's like any new specks of dirt or footprints or whatever. That's literally like fresh, like someone just walked in, and even I'll open the door ever so slightly to peek outside to see if there are fresh footprints that way.
All right.
Just to try to see if someone may have walked in while we were upstairs and getting ready and shit.
All right. So you want to go full Aragorn Ranger mode?
Yeah, just real
ahead.
quick.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Oh, bane of my existence. Hey,
There you go. Nice.
Add some tension music here.
wait till I start hunting.
What?
Then it tanks.
All right. So let me just run through the order of events here, just make sure I have everything correct. 3 of you left the caverns. More stayed down there. The 3 of you went up,
Yes.
changed into your armor,
Uh-huh.
and now you're on your way back down. Fig, you're heading for the basement, and on your way you check the front door.
Yes. Well, I agree with Matt in going outside to that door. So
rear,
before
like the
heading,
alleyway?
yeah. So before actually heading out, I wanted to check for any recent tracks of if someone did come in before making, a windabout to the back and already like missing that he potentially came in already or something.
Okay.
If that makes sense. That's
Okay.
what I'm trying to ascertain. If we did end up missing him already before we literally leave the situation and come back a roundabout way.
Okay. You quickly sort of scope out the main foyer and the door, looking down into the floorboards, looking for fresh streaks of mud, dirt, whatever, and even the steps themselves immediately outside. With a 19, you look it over pretty well. You don't see any signs of fresh tracks other than the ones you guys came in with.
Okay. Then I'll open the door a bit more and I'll just look at Malvhor and step aside to let him through.
Oh, I thank you.
Okay.
And Cirion, unless...
Cirion's gonna go upstairs and fuck off, apparently.
I mean, I assumed you followed, but before all of that, I will look at the two of you and go, should one of us go with more then and be an equal split up?
Does my pass without a trace still hold, by the way?
Your concentration on it is up. They are beyond 30 feet
So I'd
from
have
you,
to
so they will...
reapply. Got it. Cool.
You can keep yours because you haven't left your location, so you've sort of solidified your stealth there.
Because I'm
The
awesome.
three of the three of them are beyond its range now.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
I can stay back with him and you two can go to the entrance, or someone else can go back with him.
Honestly, I think splitting 2v2 is 2 and 2 is a rough idea. And I have no particular allegiance to Maul currently. I haven't been able to have a conversation with him. Things have been moving very fast, and I'm an old man. I don't like things moving this fast.
However,
with our blades.
however, because of that, I don't know if we want him fully by himself as of yet. We do not know his true intentions.
So I can go back.
Quickly.
Kid,
You hear
going.
horse hooves in the distance.
I'm
I move
stepping
off.
out. I'm stepping
I go.
outside.
I go.
Maybe 2 halves of a coconut.
Are you going, Kev? You're going to
Yes.
more?
Yes.
All right, then I'll let you through, and I will quickly rush Malvhor to the other side of the building, to the basement entrances on the other side.
I mean, I see. We hear horse hooves, right?
You hear them in the distance. Could be
Oh,
anything.
okay.
All right.
My favorite type of tension.
Yeah. I guess we swing back around to the back
Yep.
basement entrance.
All right. So Cirion and Moore, main hallway, or
Yep.
hallway in the cove, if you will, and the two of you, Fig and Malvhor, loop back behind the alley to the backside of the parlor, where there is a sort of those side street level basement entrances. That's wood. The alleyway itself is pretty tight. There's another building immediately behind the parlor, so the alleyway itself is maybe about 6 feet across from where you are. What do you guys do when you get back there?
I'm just gonna keep listening to the sound of the horse hooves to see if they sound like they're getting closer.
And I'm going to listen in and see if I can get anything from inside like we did before.
Okay. Fig, you can give me a perception check. Malvhor, you don't need one because over time they do sort of echo through the night across that sort of wet cobblestone sound as they do get closer. 24. Difficult to hear from where you are. Fig is smart enough to know how far down they kind of went from inside, so there's a lot of earth between where you're standing and where they potentially are. You do catch a draft of air coming through that the entrance, and there's a faint echo of sorts that does sound to be like the music still playing down there.
Okay.
This alley is narrow. If he's arriving by horseback, he might arrive out front regardless of whether he comes to the front or the alley.
And perhaps come the rest of the way on foot if it's back here.
Exactly. So, I think either way, I think we might be able to catch him if we follow the sound of those hoof prints, those hooves.
Or if we hear him walk through the front door, then we could follow behind and sandwich him.
Did that horse sound close?
Sounded like it came from the main street.
Let's go back around front. I think there's a horse out front.
You don't want to meet him here.
Might not come this way. I don't know. This was a guess. And I don't know how long do we wait if he doesn't come this way. How will we know if he goes through the front door?
I assume the front door would make noise.
2 footfalls you hear on the cobblestone.
He's there right now. I think. What do you think, Fig? Do we go or do we stay?
Stay here or go. I'll be back.
Let's go. We're going. And I go.
As the individual turns the corner to walk down the alleyway, as the 2 of you completely reveal yourselves to move down the alleyway, you see a figure, from your perspective, shadowed and cloaked with a hood up, but a tall, lanky individual. They sort of stop as the 2 of you enter the alleyway from the opposite side.
Okay, yeah, I guess I follow. I'm a bit dumbfounded right now, but that's fine.
Can I help you? It's a bit dangerous to be out this late at night.
It might be. Just going for an evening stroll. Fresh air does one good. Does it sound like Rattle?
The voice does sound familiar. As it begins to rain a little bit, as your pauldrons begin to drip with the sound of water bouncing off of the various metals and the deftness of when it hits leather.
I can't help but feel I made a mistake.
I should have stayed back. I'm so confused why we ran forward.
Well, I wish you safe travels then. You best hurry home. Looks like there's a bit of a storm coming.
That's not ominous.
I was just about to say that.
Indeed, it does look like a storm is coming. Take care of yourself.
Do I hear the rain from our position?
No.
Okay.
Too far below ground.
Understood.
I turn and I go the opposite. I go the opposite way because I feel like I made a mistake of some sort.
As the figure begins to move deeper into the alley.
The alley we just came from?
Yeah, if you're both moving. Where you guys are standing, they're starting to move towards your direction.
What do we do, Fig? I had a loss.
I don't know. I wanted to wait, but you ran off. We can keep moving and make the long way around the building.
Let's do that.
And
Good
return there.
good thinking.
And perhaps we can catch up quickly enough to see if it opens or not.
You round the corner as the figure moves towards you, and you guys try to move out of sight. For the audience, our camera sort of sits on this shadow figure as they move over towards the basement entrance as they sort of like look up to the rain. Do try to stay dry. Wouldn't want you catching a cold.
Even more
She
ominous.
reaches out towards the entrance, and the camera pans away. You don't see what happens there. Two of you hear the as it closes.
Of the back?
Yep. Moments later, as the two of you, Moore and Cirion, the conversation begins to pick back up between the Corsairs and Dorsey. And Dorsey at this point is just sort of going like, sitting there like this, like, oh God, I can't believe this. I'm so tired.
I'm gonna sneak back in next to Moore and just kind of place like my hand on his shoulder to like just tell him without saying anything.
Cut that rain off. You don't hear it down here.
Thank you.
They begin to pick back up, and one of the larger ones that came in carrying the crate earlier, as you can see, has an eye patch over his left eye and sort of riddled with scars. Leans forward as he slams down the glass bottle. It's dark green glass bottle that he was holding. All right, Dorsey. Where is he? The orc up there said he'd be here momentarily. Now we demand an audience with our patron, and he's not here. And you hear a voice sort of echo off with footfalls coming through. That's because you showed up unannounced. Something I do not come too lightly by. As a cloaked figure comes in, sort of almost drenched in water, as he pulls back the hood as the water sort of flails about, and you, Cirion, immediately recognize Rador.
Is that your man?
It is.
Do we happen to hear that through the back?
No, not from where you're at, but we'll come back to you guys now that that gate has shut behind him.
Oh,
And you heard that.
sorry.
What would you like to do?
Oh, I
it
was
back to
hoping I
us?
could hear things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's back to you guys.
Well, we were gonna circle around back to that basement entrance again, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're there now, I think.
Well,
Okay.
let's. Do you just want to go down there? And sandwich them between our two groups, our two halves? Or do you want to go around and meet up with the other two? The advantage of us going down here is it gives less of an opportunity for anyone to escape.
Yes.
But our party is then split, and it'll be harder to help each other. But we
Yes,
should all
there is
end
a
up in the same room.
Yes, but there is a current disconnect between what one party may be deciding and the other.
So what do you think?
It is a short distance back to them. I can relay a message if you'd like. With my 40 feet of bounding.
What if better idea? What if we tried to block this entrance?
Oh, I do like that idea. I think that would be simple, and then we can regroup.
Either with are there handles on the basement?
Yeah. There's like two iron handles, cast iron handles.
So we can either put something heavy on it, or we can use some rope to tie it shut.
I do have rope, and we can still do both.
Well, let's tie the handles now. You work on tying the handles. Actually, let me tie the handles. You look for anything heavy.
Okay, understood. I'll take out the rope that I have, hand it to Malvhor, and I'm gonna immediately start searching for anything I can use that's heavy to be able to gently place on that entrance without making too much noise.
And I'm
So
Or if there's even anything like long and metal that I wanna take like also a metal bar of sorts and just be like, hey, around the.
You're so strong, you probably can do it.
I'd like to try.
But yeah, while she's doing that, I'm tying the handles together as tightly as I can.
Okay. Sure, Fig, you find a cast iron rod. Just go ahead and give me a strength check.
Is it gonna be noisy though? Shit. No, I'll do it. What the fuck? Would you say strength check?
Yeah. This is just a brute strength kind of thing.
Cool. I've got inspo and viewer inspo just in case. Perfect. Inspo first.
Great roll. This is okay.
Oh,
Okay, that's better. And nope, I'll hang on to my viewer inspo.
All right. Yeah, you bend the metal around to the best of your ability. It sits loosely on the handles, but it does look like it'll hold.
I don't care. Now I want to find a box. A big ass box.
So this is like one of those inclined, like it's at a 45-degree angle.
oh, that's it.
entrance.
Yeah, that's steep.
I want 2 boxes then.
How are you?
'Cause
I
I'm
think
gonna
he's saying.
use it
I think he's saying a box won't, especially if it's wet. A box isn't going to
It'll
sit on
slide
there.
off.
I know.
So
That's why I want 2 boxes so I can smush them together and.
So one's
choose
gonna
this
be
box.
on the ground at an angle, supporting the second box.
No, I
So
want the box in front.
How much time do you want to spend doing this?
I turn to Fig. I'm like Fig. I'm impressed you bent that metal. I think this is the best we're gonna get in a short amount of time. I know you really want to find your box, but I don't think we're gonna find a box that'll work in this situation. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I understand.
I'm going to add. I think I have a section of my notes. Feats of Fig. I'm adding bent iron rod to lock door. It's added to my feats.
Can become bear.
The Ballad of Fig.
The Ballad of Fig. Oh my god.
If Malvhor survives to the end of this campaign, he's going to write the Ballad of Fig.
I would sob. I would just sob, especially at the end of the campaign. Ugh. Okay, so we'll reconvene.
Yeah, we'll make our way
two
back
of
up to the
you-
front.
Okay, the two of you do your best to sort of seal this exit or entrance off, and you head back around to the front, and I assume making your way all the way down to where your other two compatriots are.
Yep.
While that is happening, while that is happening, Rador sort of shakes his hood, letting the water shake off of it, and sort of walks over to the bench and sits down. There's a bit of a silence as you just hear like the one pluck of a string out of tune from the instrument as I was just sort of watching him. And he sits down and grabs one of the green bottles and slides it over to himself. So I've heard you found your end of the bargain a bit unsatisfactory. Is that so, Captain? Well, you need to understand that this bauble that you want us to find, this treasure, bit of a needle in a haystack. And now we got Gondor brutes sailing for Umbar, and this Nefa is causing problems for us. I'm merely saying that if you want us to continue down this path, we're going to need a few extra resources. Is the coin I've sent along not sufficient? Does my coin not spend? Oh, don't get me wrong, your coin spends awfully well. But there's damages to be taken care of, resources that get expended. A lot of eyes on us. And we're no friend of yours, some Gondorian pampered bitch. Does that sound? Dorsey, what were the terms of our agreements? Oh, well, it's a couple thousand gold, if I recall correctly, and the commission of a new Corsair ship for what they needed, and whatever they required to scour the seas in the surrounding lands of Umbar to look for the treasure you desire. That's a hefty sum that has come from the coffers around here. And what I'm hearing from you lot is that some assassin in the night has been a thorn in your side, and the king of Gondor is now making you think twice. Now, where was the guile from the Corsairs against Gondor? Where is this? You've never tucked tail this quickly before. I'm beginning to think I hired the wrong people. If that's how you feel, we can simply part ways. Consider the deal annulled, and you can find it your fucking self. Oh, no. I don't think that will sit well with my master. For you see, come close, that if you don't carry this out, somebody else will. And upon its success, it will usher in the Dark Lord's return. And when it does, you will be the first to bend the knee or suffer the consequences. That's where I take a break.
No!
Chill.
No! I want to fight!
I have so many notes typed out of all this dialogue.
People, I want to beat them.
Well, we'll be right back.
With
I don't know. I just want to confront people and be like, "Ah," like Batman.
I thirst for violence.
Salutations, listeners. My name is Professor Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. I'm known for being an educator, philanthropist, gentleman, adventurer, researcher, and now a conservationist. I wish to express my concern as of late in regards to the dwindling population of the majestic owlbear. These beautiful creatures are all too often poached and hunted by so-called adventuring parties for resources like hides, arcane focuses, foci, and experience. Here at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation, we are making a difference with our foster and breeding programs by taking in orphaned cubs? No, chicks. Juvenile owlbears. Our volunteers work closely with the owlbears in our care until they are of age and suitable for the reintroduction to the wild. Without our, and potentially your, intervention in this matter, owlbears could very well disappear from our force.
So, how can you help us in our effort in preserving the Aves Mammalia? You can get involved in this effort by symbolically adopting one of our owlbear juveniles. Your donation will go straight to their support and care. Take a tour of our facilities and read our various literatures to educate yourself on this wonderful creature. Write the lord or lady of your land and encourage policies that protect such wildlife. Learn druidic magic and swear to the safeguard of the wilds and all the creatures that live inside of it, vowing to the defense against the brutal adventuring parties who go hunting for these gentle creatures in such a barbaric manner. And in that vow, you follow an ancient druidic path that eventually leads you to the spirit of the forest, and they bestow upon you the power to take back the lands that once belonged to the beast and the bird that roam upon this realm. Recycle. Please help us in this noble effort. For more information, please direct all correspondence via a sending spell to the Office of Conservation at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation. For inquiries regarding my research, Adventuring Days, my latest publication, speaking opportunities, private lessons, book club, and knitting circle, please forward your sending spell to the office of Sir Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. The O'Toole Conservation name, logo, and image are all protected licensure and owned by O'Toole Philanthropy. Use of this without the express written consent of Sir Benjamin O'Toole could result in legal action, a failed death save, a gentleman's acknowledgement of a worthy adversary for being outfoxed, and or loss of consortium. Side effects of druidic magic can include uncontrollable vine growth, sudden fascination of fungi, inability to revert from wild shape, body odor, an acquired taste for good berries, splinters, tanking for the party, depression, and or becoming one with the elements. The O'Toole Conservation is not responsible for anyone being maimed, eaten, killed, or disfigured by anyone attempting to approach owlbears. Please do not contact our officers with liability claims. We will cast silence. We mean it. Casting speaking with animals within our facilities is strictly prohibited except by authorized personnel. We will take legal action.
Ooh, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear.
Haste.
I'm a bear.
Pack. We need
Right.
to leave.
I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. Look at me bearing around.
Burn! And latch onto you. You take 5 shatter damage.
This is not the hug I wanted. Alright, let's make attacks at him.
Roll them dice.
You missed my birthday, bitch!
Probably go up on sale tomorrow. My donut! I got it. I lost it. I dropped my donut.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so I think
Are we there yet?
that way might work.
Are we there yet?
Kevin, you're fired.
Don't have us talk amongst ourselves then.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a role-playing game.
Said the thespian.
Me. Oh no.
In Lindsayisms.
Audience, chat, oh my god.
I think you've lost it.
I need to stop doing things on stream. Adventure. Just like that. Health back. Go back. How is everyone? I'm doing. Why are they back?
You hear something.
Thank God I am half in the tank.
I shall stand with you. Shit, you're on your own.
Hail, adventurer! Are you a dungeon master with a desire to transport your players to fantastical settings? Perhaps they are deep in the dungeon of a mad lich. Fools! You have intervened for the last time. Let's see you survive my fireball! Or perhaps the party has just come across bandits, and the Goliath monk releases a flurry of blows and a stunning strike to gain control of the conflict. Nice rolls on the attack. Or maybe the party is taking a breather after another difficult quest. If this sounds like something you want at your next ttrpg session, then head over to battlebards.com. By subscribing to BattleBards Prime, you get the ability to immerse your players in your campaign. You'll get complete streaming access to the libraries of both BattleBards and Plate Mail games. And whether your game is in person or virtual, you won't be limited as you will have access to a caster and a mixer to be able to broadcast the tracks to all of your players. And of course, if you want to download and keep any tracks, then you get 20% off all in-store purchases. So what are you waiting for, adventurer? A quest posting at the local guild hall? Get over to battlebards.com and subscribe today, and use the coupon code ADVENTURE at checkout. Stay proficient, adventurers.
Salutations, listeners. My name is Professor Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. I'm known for being an educator, philanthropist, gentleman, adventurer, researcher, and now a conservationist. I wish to express my concern as of late in regards to the dwindling population of the majestic owlbear. These beautiful creatures are all too often poached and hunted by so-called adventuring parties for resources like hides, arcane focuses, foci, and experience. Here at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation, we are making a difference with our foster and breeding programs by taking in orphaned cubs? No, chicks. Juvenile owlbears. Our volunteers work closely with the owlbears in our care until they are of age and suitable for the reintroduction to the wild. Without our, and potentially your, intervention in this matter, owlbears could very well disappear from our forests. So, how can you help us in our effort in preserving the Aves mammalia? You can get involved in this effort by symbolically adopting one of our owlbear juveniles. Your donation will go straight to their support and care. Take a tour of our facilities and read our various literatures to educate yourself on this wonderful creature. Write the lord or lady of your land and encourage policies that protect such wildlife. Learn druidic magic and swear to the safeguard of the wilds and all the creatures that live inside of it, vowing to the defense against the brutal adventuring parties who go hunting for these gentle creatures in such a barbaric manner. And in that vow, you follow an ancient druidic path that eventually leads you to the spirit of the forest, and they bestow upon you the power to take back the lands that once belonged to the beast and the bird that roam upon this realm. Recycle. Please help us in this noble effort. For more information, please direct all correspondence via a sending spell to the Office of Conservation at the O'Toole Owlbear Conservation. For inquiries regarding my research, Adventuring Days, my latest publication, speaking opportunities, private lessons, book club, and knitting circle, please forward your sending spell to the office of Sir Benjamin O'Toole of the Waterdeep University and Arcane Institute. The O'Toole Conservation name, logo, and image are all protected licensure and owned by O'Toole Philanthropy. Use of this without the express written consent of Sir Benjamin O'Toole could result in legal action, a failed death save, a gentleman's acknowledgement of a worthy adversary for being outfoxed, and or loss of consortium. Side effects of druidic magic can include uncontrollable vine growth, sun fascination of fungi, inability to revert from wild shape, body odor, an acquired taste for good berries, splinters, tanking for the party, depression, and or becoming one with the elements. The O'Toole Conservation is not responsible for anyone being maimed, eaten, killed, or disfigured by anyone attempting to approach owlbears. Please do not contact our officers with liability claims. We will cast silence. We mean it. Casting speaking with animals within our facilities is strictly prohibited except by authorized personnel. We will take legal action.
Ooh, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. I'm a bear.
We need
Rise. I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear. Look at me bearing around.
latch onto you. You take 5 shatter damage.
This is not the hug I wanted. Alright, let's make attacks at him.
Roll them dice.
You missed my birthday, bitch!
Probably go up on sale tomorrow. My donut! I got it. I lost it. I dropped my donut.
Amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so I think
Are we there yet?
that way might work.
Are we there yet?
Kevin, you're fired.
Don't have us talk amongst ourselves then.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a role-playing game.
Said the thespian.
Meh. Oh no.
In Lindsayisms.
Audience meh? Chat meh? Oh my god.
I think you've lost it.
I need to stop doing things on stream. Adventure. Just like that. Health back. Go back. How is everyone? I'm doing. Why are they back?
You hear something.
Thank God I am half in the tank.
I shall stand with you. Shit, you're on your own. And we're back. Don't think I... The only announcement I have, I believe, and I could save this to the end of tonight's session, but I'll do it now. This is going to be the last session for a bit. We're pretty much taking off all of July. I won't say we won't be streaming on Tuesday, but we will be missing most Tuesdays because we have vacations, holidays, all those sorts. So just keep an eye out on Discord. We'll keep all of our updates. Everything else this week is the same, except for Saturdays. We have a long hiatus on home brewery until August. So schedule's a little wonky, but just, you know, keep up with us in Discord and everything. We'll make sure you're here when it's time for something.
I should just post a calendar and just be like, this day, this.
AdventureCheck Google Calendar.
No, I meant like a graphic on Discord.
We could do that. Content calendar each week.
I feel like that would save Lindsay some scheduling, but anyway.
No, because she still has to make it, so it's still the same amount of time. Lindsay's our graphic person, everyone.
Yay! Wonderful graphics they
Social
are.
media. Aw, thanks, guys.
Wow. I believe that's all we have. So, let's dive back in. So,
it is
as
Fire. Sorry.
More in Cirion, as you two sort of sit pretty in around the corner, eavesdropping, observing this conversation ever so briefly. At any moment, you can let me know if you want to do anything else. You do not see across the way from where you are your other two companions coming from the other entrance that Rador came through, if that affects anything at this stage.
Does it seem like there's a lull in the conversation? Is there, is the frustration building at the table?
There's a tension. There's a lull in the conversation, maybe for a beat or two after Rador issues that very, very subtle threat.
Yeah, subtle.
And there's, yeah, very subtle. You really have to look for it. And there's like a momentary just pause in silence. The only sound you hear is the crackling of the fire.
Where's the fire?
It's in the brazier.
Right there.
This whole time.
I'm pointing to it as
Oh.
if anyone but me
Oh,
can
that's
see
right.
it.
Where's the smoke? Where is the smoke leaving?
It's not. It's just building up into the room, and we're all gonna choke and die.
Just building up a nice on the roof.
New plan. Climb to the roof, plug the chimney, smoke them out.
Look at the old.
I legit started thinking that. I was like, wait a second.
The old ink blocks that were made with soot. That's where they make the ink. So,
It's fantasy. It goes somewhere.
it goes to the shut up and don't ask questions.
This is what breaks your immersion at this point. Okay.
Suddenly, Fig is just like, wait, where does the smoke go?
Fig has like a fourth wall break momentarily, where Fig realizes they're just a character in a story they have no control over.
Can you imagine
Fig, you physically transformed into a bear 2 sessions ago. Shut up.
Can you imagine Fig suddenly being like Deadpool with all of those different personalities? Can you imagine different Fig personalities all trying to talk to each other? That'd be crazy. Anyways, I'm sorry. Ignore smoke. Got it.
I turn to Cirion and ask, very in a nice whisper, do you trust this man, Rador?
Hell no. On a body that looks like our friend over there in the marshes.
I'll ask more questions about that later. For now, how do you want to proceed?
How do you want to do this?
Not there yet.
1v7 them.
Rapidly getting there.
1v7 them, Cirion. 1v7. You got this.
Oh god.
There is a part of me that desperately wants to try.
Oh no.
Let the vampire kiss you. Let the vampire kiss you.
Fuck you.
Quit feeding him bad ideas.
I want answers from Rador over there. And Dorsey. The rest of these misfits I can care less about.
Do you trust your friends?
My life.
I'm sure we'll see a sign soon.
A few seconds later. Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
What the fuck you?
I will say this, you do have some of the finest drinks in all of Middle-earth. I appreciate you bringing it here as a token. Yeah, a token. Now, if we are to usher in the Dark Lord's return, Captain Umbar, I'm going to assume... No,
like the train?
Kind of. No.
Close enough.
Just write what you think.
I'm told not to do that.
Alright, I see the DM screen has been removed. Let me bring up my timer. I will not start it. I think this is more applicable in encounters where the DM's making a lot of rules. So I don't want to waste.
It's coming up.
Your guys's.
Just wait until the combat starts.
We got a shot clock here going.
Yeah.
Combat's gonna start here any second.
So I've got my.
Are you guys on your way back?
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. Just we're on our way back. However long that takes. I'm just
making sure.
Yep. If we were to usher in the Dark Lord's return to Middle-earth and usher in a new age, then I'm going to assume that your good self, Captain Umbar, did not sail all the way from Umbar up here and leave no one behind to continue the search. Surely you would not be so incompetent to risk angering me. Or a couple of Corsairs that are still continuing the search
off the coast of Umbar and into the city proper. We're still recruiting, finding more folk. We appreciate the money you gave us to fund our efforts. When we return to the Drowned Isle, we'll double our efforts. See that you do. As Dorsey reaches back over his shoulder, and Dorsey from his robe pulls out a leather pouch and places it in his hand. Consider this a bonus. It's a show of good faith, Captain. As he drops it in the middle. You hear a kshing as a sound of metallic items land on the table inside of the pouch. Now, have I made myself perfectly clear? Oh, and that reminds me. Dorsey. Yes. Your guests are awake.
And you know what? At that point, I am going to walk out.
Damn it, Cirion.
Not surprised.
I mean, we're not there. I can't stop you.
We haven't showed up yet, right?
Not yet. I'll let you know when you get there.
Can I grab him by the scruff of the neck?
Got bad, kitty.
I'll say you
somewhat of a legitimate question, DM.
Yeah, no, you can definitely try. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. We'll let the dice decide. Both of you give me initiative checks. If Moore has a higher one, then he'll stop. He'll at least grab onto Cirion. What happens from there is up to you guys.
I'm very curious.
Oh! You got a good shot, Mole.
Moore rolled a 12.
All right.
So he does grab onto you as you sort of move forward.
I'll turn towards him.
Wait. How do you wish to proceed?
Confront him, get answers. Buy some time. Wait for the friends to show up. I don't know. He knows. Apparently he found out we're awake. They're gonna be searching for us.
Either way, I can help with that. I snap my finger and cause the light to dim on the brazier.
Okay.
They all get like the yellow exclamation points, like, oh, that's suspicious.
Cause a tremor at the northern door. And then I nod to Cirion, to basically telling him to move where he wants to move.
So you can cause a tremor from where you are, roughly about here.
Sounds good.
As there's the fire sort of dims a bit, and there's a rumbling tremor over to the side as all the Corsairs immediately stand and draw their daggers and their weapons almost on immediately high alert. You do notice Dorsey immediately ducks under the table, and Rador doesn't move.
So then I'm going.
I'm a sucker for good combat, so just go ahead.
Where are we at? Ian Moore.
You guys are
it's the far
over
right.
here.
Yeah, corridor.
Oh, okay. The thing wasn't moving for me. Sorry. Matt. Excuse me. Okay. Where do I want to move? Where do I want to go?
Are you still revealing yourself as he's sort of masked the area?
No, I'm gonna try and get to a little more advantageous position. Not advantageous, but just kind of like not in just a single corridor. I think I'll just move to right about here.
Okay. They're all going to make active perception checks. Because they're definitely on alert now.
They've been alerted.
They catch me.
Hey, who goes there?
Assassin's Creed now.
Who goes there?
And I just realized I didn't. Those were all whispered. So I will screenshot it and share it in our Discord. Everyone, sorry.
Skulking mode.
Yeah. I default roll with advantage. That doesn't mean they're taking advantage. It's just easier on the fly. But I will drop this in our general chat. So anybody who wants to call me on this, they absolutely can.
Don't you dare.
First one is a 13. Dorsey actually rolls a natural 20.
It's the cats.
It's the cats, man. The orc rolls a 17, and I realized I didn't roll enough for the Corsairs. A 2, an 8, and a 17 is the final one.
And Rattle rolled a 30.
He rolled a straight 20, a natural 20 with a total of 20. Give me a few seconds. I'm going to take everybody off Whisper now, just so I don't forget again. So
all that
give
a
me
perfect
1.
20.
Yeah. Never whisper. Everyone's heart rate's good.
Mm-hmm. I have wine.
I mean, I'm not even in this fight, so I'm fine.
Not yet.
For now.
All right. Okay, I think that is everybody. So you sort of move into the space. Cirion. Oh, I didn't roll Rador. That's fine.
Yeah, he gets a 30, like I said.
You see the Corsairs stand and draw their, most of them sort of dual wielding what looks to be sort of like cobalt silver sort of coloration scimitars, and the one across the way with an eye patch sort of leans back from the chair and slowly stands up as he pulls out a crossbow and loads it.
Douche.
But you do notice as you move in, Dorsey immediately looks over in your direction and goes, "Over there!"
Wah, wah,
And they all immediately pull their
saw the
attention
20,
to
I knew
you.
he saw me.
Rador sort of looks up from his drink over towards you. Well, welcome, Cirion. What brings you down here?
Just couldn't sleep. No, just couldn't find that comfy spot on the pillow.
At this point, the two of you, Fig and Malvhor, have rounded the corner, and you see more sort of in the middle of the hallway, and Cirion several feet out in front now, almost in the full opening of the cavern, and you can hear the voices talking.
Do we just want to go? Or do we want to let him cook for a second?
Well, that's perfectly nice, Cirion.
Will you indulge me, Rador?
Something about you always rubbed me the wrong way.
I could say the same. Rador or do you prefer to go by?
Is that all you're interested in? Who I am?
If you'll humor me with a couple questions before I potentially bite it, but I am curious.
Give me a persuasion check.
Get a natural 20. I'm rooting for you.
One of these days I'm gonna make a character.
Can you catch him monologuing?
You know what? I'm gonna burn my inspiration for that. Why not? Cause him mischief tonight. God damn it! Alright. Fuck me.
You see his eyes shift over to the eye-patched captain. I'll double that. Kill him.
Oh, I guess that's you.
I need everybody to. Well, first I'll put Cirion out here, right by the brazier. Put you right by the brazier, and then we'll do more, and then whatever the 2 marching orders were coming back in.
I probably took back again.
Okay.
I'm assuming. Man, I really wish I can go bear, and yet at the same time, I also want to keep that a secret from Rador at this point.
Keep the cards close to my hand.
Indeed.
Any advantage is an advantage.
Indeed.
He'll see.
He'll see.
Guys, if we interrogate him, can I turn bear then and scare the shit out of him?
Fig and more, please put yourselves on the map and roll initiative.
Oh, sorry. I just got really excited about my interrogation idea.
It's on the table.
On the map because I'm terrible at Roll20.
Just go to your character sheet and literally, or not the character sheet, on the right in the journal where you can see Moore's name and token. Just click it and literally drag it onto the map. And it should just pop them out. You not click on the name and then just click and drag.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go. Now you can click on him and go to your character sheet and actually roll initiative. Once he's selected.
Click.
Oh, an 18.
Indeed.
Oh, you weren't selected. Select your token on the map.
Oh.
Select the so you see the little dots pop up around it.
Don't I?
And then roll the initiative again. We'll change it to the 18, whatever you roll.
Okay, I do. Why didn't it do that? I'll just have to roll twice.
What? Yeah.
I have advantage on initiative, but it didn't. I clicked advantage and it didn't do it. And I'm gonna use my viewer info.
The character sheets never do advantage or disadvantage for initiative.
I not do it right again. I clicked on me.
All right, stand by.
This is bullshit.
Stand by.
Oh, it says 23 at the bottom.
Yeah, but you're not. I don't see you in the. Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. And then I'll change that to the 18. Fig, what is your official?
10. I'm trying to change it now. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, I changed it. Yup.
Rough.
The first time I get to roll with advantage. Whatever.
All right. Let me just do a quick sorty sort. All right.
There we are.
It's still
bring us.
Battle bar music.
That'll bring us to the top of the round. At the top of the round, as the 4 of you, let me move Cirion. He's not in a square. There we go. As the 4 of you of observe your opponents as they initially brace themselves for this attack, and they begin to brandish their weapons. You see all sorts of scars and piercings, and just menacing looks about them. Who has inspiration still?
I do. Malvhor does.
Malvor's the only one with inspiration?
I just burned mine.
Okay, Malvhor, you lose your inspiration.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
As the unsettling, terrifying image of these adversaries that you've never come across before is a little unsettling to you, and you have to take a step back for a moment. That will bring us to the top of the round with Rador, who is going to grip the glass container in his hand and take a swig, place it down, and that'll end his turn. More.
Damn! Cocky.
More, you're up.
Hell yeah, I am. All right. Considering my location, do I have to do like a pass around with Cirion?
You can move through him if he allows you to pass. There is an object immediately on the other side of him, though, so you might have to move around that.
That's not fun. Let's see. So I set up a distance sort of check on Roll20. No, I mean like what I have to, as an action, do to do that.
To see how far something is from you?
Just set up different like movement markers.
You don't have to use an action at all. You can just use the ruler on the side. That's if you hover over its measure, and you can just click from any point. And if you right click, you can do pathing as you're holding down the left arrow.
I move here. 10 feet. I do this correctly.
Buckle up, everyone. We rolled initiative at 10:30.
Oh my gosh.
I noticed.
I tried. Yeah.
I'm so lost.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to move my token 10 feet.
10 feet. So where specifically?
Right there.
All right. So you measured it. You can just, once you get rid of that, just click on your
cursor,
token and just literally move them.
I'm 5 years old. I apologize.
All right. So 10 feet of your movement.
Yes. And then from there, I move maybe 4. No. Let me see this real quick. I have...
While you're doing that more, I am going to remove the whisper rolls from your character sheet.
Sure. Here and cast Bane.
Bane.
On specifically the 3. I did it twice. I didn't mean to, but the 3 at the closest end of the table to us.
The Corsairs?
Corsairs, yes.
Okay. What's the save?
The save is must take a charisma saving throw, which I was hoping because they're Corsairs, not so much.
Yep. Top to bottom. First one, it's a 6, fail. Second one, natural 1, total 2, fail. And the last one, 17. What's your DC?
My DC is, I believe it was 16 or 18 last we checked. I've forgotten.
What's your spellcasting modifier?
My spellcasting modifier is, I believe, what was it? Wisdom plus 10 plus what?
It should be 8 plus proficiency bonus
8
plus wisdom.
So 8 plus wisdom, so plus 5 to 8. So we have
13.
Doing math poorly. 13.
Plus
Do
your
I get
proficiency bonus? You do.
So 16.
16.
One of them made it.
So 17 succeeds. So 2 of them fail the top at the 2 at the top.
Okay. Well, this is the closest to Cirion. That helps me out.
Man.
All right. So you, movement, action, anything else?
That'll be it.
All right. That brings us to Captain Oban, which now that he's entered the field of play, we might as well show off
Oh,
Hero
boy.
Forge goodies. As he sort of stands and loads a bolt into his crossbow and hefts it over, you sort of hear him shout out, "You heard the boss! Get him!" As he lines up a shot, and let's see here. Yeah, that'll work fine. He is going to take a shot at Cirion with an 8, which will miss.
Doing a Geralt of Rivia right now, just ting.
That's right.
As he drops the crossbow and begins to load another one, but that will he's actually going to move right over here for now, and that will end his turn. That will bring us to the orc.
Grishnak.
Who's going to move a little bit to his right as he sort of scampers over to the edge of the scaffolding by a ladder, and you see him sort of raise up the staff, and you see this blackish green sort of mist begin to swirl about as he mutters something in black speech. And he is going to make an attack at Moore with an 18.
Is it meets or beats?
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, meets.
Meets it, beats it.
As this green-black mist juts forth from his staff as he finishes his incantation, and it juts across the room and sort of collides against you. You don't feel any physical impact. The mist sort of dissipates as it surrounds you, but you do feel your willpower sort of drop a bit. You take 7 necrotic damage. Malvhor.
I am going to go ahead and come on in with my shield in one hand, and in my other hand I pull out the horn of Minas Ironol.
Okay.
I've been waiting, dude.
And
I'm just laughing.
as I join the battle with my shield raised, I'm gonna step up here. I join the battle with my shield raised. I pull the horn up and I go.
I'm
and
just laughing because you said in chat, "What if I just blew it right now while we were quiet?"
yeah, because that would have been fucking hilarious.
I was losing
and
my shit.
and I can force up to 5 creatures who hear it to make a saving throw. What type is it? It is a wisdom saving throw. And if they fail, they gain disadvantage on the next attack. So I'm gonna force the captain, Rattle, Dorsey, basically everyone who's not baned. We'll just make it that way. Everyone who's not baned has to make this save. The DC is 16.
Okay, we'll start with Captain Uban. What was the save again?
Wisdom 16.
Captain 6 fails.
Yeah.
I guess I'll get up Rador sheet. For some reason, I did not bring it up.
It's a 5. Clearly, it's a 5.
Clearly, it's a 32.
I need to take Rador sheet off Whisper. Give me 1 second.
Captain Udon
Natural
Noodles.
Rador has advantage on this.
Damn.
Wow, 11 fails.
Get
smacked.
fucking bent, Rattle.
Oh wait, hang on. 11. Hang on.
11
I
and 11.
clicked the wrong thing, so give me 1 second.
No, you can't click the right thing.
What was the DC?
He 16.
Okay, give me one. Nope, hang on.
Damn.
I think he still fails. Just give me 1 second. 6.
Does he have proficiency bonus?
Yeah. 14 total. He fails.
Take that. Smack.
Poor old Dorsey.
He's not a fighter, but hey.
Natural 1. Natural 1. He goes straight out, and then the Mystic, who also has advantage.
Ooh, a mystic.
God damn. 11 total fails.
And then there's that one Corsair who's not baned.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Ooh, it's good.
Corsair. He's got no such bonus. Jesus Christ, I can't roll.
Oh
They,
man. I
now
threw a waltz
it is
in with
only
my-
on their next attack they have disadvantage.
Specifically their next attack.
Yep.
If
I
they
got a
don't
waltz
attack,
in.
if they don't attack on their next turn, does it stay with them?
All it says is on their next attack. So
Okay. Okay.
Now I gotta waltz in with violent display and just
Um,
dot everyone else.
yeah, so I come in with my shield up, I blow the horn, and I say, Gondor, stand tall.
Ooh. All right.
And yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
All right. That will bring us to Corsair down here. Who is initially going to use his bonus action as he grabs 3 knives out of a sheath across his chest and throws them over at Moore. I need a dexterity saving throw, Moore.
Right.
10 had to beat a 15. You do take 5 piercing damage total as the knives don't necessarily find purchase, but they fly past you as you try to parry them away, and a few of them cut through just a bit. Yep, but he will follow up as he moves in to attack. So his first attack will be at disadvantage. Natural 1 will miss as you catch it at a moment after the knives, and you bring up your staff and sort of parry it away, but he will follow up with a second attack for 23, which will be 5 slashing.
Mole's gonna fucking die.
We'll see.
First combat, he just gets fucking gutted.
He's probably
end.
fine.
That will end his turn and bring us to one of the other Corsairs, who is going to dart across sort of dead center of the field and run over to the brazier, and you see him lift his leg and sort of Spartan kick it over as like the embers in the
You're
fire
muted.
begins to spill out. I'm muted?
No,
No,
Kevin
Kevin
is.
was.
Oh.
He was speaking,
not.
but I didn't hear him. And now, yeah, I hear you now.
I was say, I heard
Yeah,
the
my mic
mighty
was doing
voice
something.
of Brian.
I heard your lips go wow, but I didn't hear anything, so I assumed you were muted.
Yes.
Ooh, fire.
I heard your lips. I saw your lips. You know what I mean. Whatever.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, Cirion.
Well, that's peachy for me.
My God!
Well, you will only take 3 fire damage as it sort of splashes out at you, but the area does begin to catch fire. There's some sort of dry hay and stuff down here to keep things from getting too damp, but it is enough to catch fire. So this area is on fire. But that was his action to do that.
This
do you have
place
anything
is
else?
on fire.
He will use his bonus action, use his Bandolier of Knives at Malvhor. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a 22.
22. The knives just do completely go wide as he's a little distraught from the bane and can't quite find purchase. That will end his turn. That will bring us to Dorsey, who is he's basically prone under the table, and you see him sort of literally crawl out at half speed this way and actively try to hide, hoping that he will just melt away. A 19! 19!
Oh, he's a Corsair, I see.
Not bad. Oh, shit.
Wait, incorrect. A 1.
Yeah, it says that.
Yeah, I see that. The dice roll was a 15.
Yeah.
Plus 3 for him. So his total is 18. So he actually only did one worse. So
yeah, I mean, I can't see him. I can't see 18.
Click the wrong character sheet.
For now. Yeah. That will end his go. Fig!
Question!
Always a question at the beginning of your turn. What is it?
That's not true. Anyways, all right, there's this place here that's heads back to the kitchen. Yeah, where I am.
Yes.
Which one is the one that Malvhor and I locked? Is that up here?
There's 2 entrances. You really don't know? Because you weren't here when he came down? You can give me a quick survival check to see if you can sort of place it. You don't know the pathing it took.
Okay, is that going to be my action?
I'll say no.
Okay, because I'm curious as to why there are 3.
What a very magnanimous GM.
17.
You would know that immediately across from you is most likely that path.
To the part we locked?
Yes.
So what the heck is this part up here?
It's a great question. What are you doing on your turn?
That's another good question, because I've been trying to think about it. But you know what? I'm going
Cirion, you're up next.
I'm going to... God, who the fuck put this here? I am going to dash. Use my action to dash. And plant myself. Nya.
Oh, wow. You really ran.
That is 60 feet total.
Okay. It is. Moving through the fire, you do take 5 fire damage.
Yeah, whatever. And, oh, that was my action. Is she angry enough to go into a fury? Does this warrant a fury? Is she reasonably upset enough to... Yeah, no, that's gonna be fine. As she plants herself in front of whatever that hallway leads to, she's gonna take her axe and shield out. She'll do a quick clank with the 2 to kind of hype herself up a little. And with that ringing in her ear, she's going to allow her frustration of everything and the what do I want to say? And the acts of deceit and everything to just kind of come out in a full frustration, and it's going to be enough for her to be in this battle-ready fury as I use my bonus action to fury.
All right.
And that's everything.
The old smacky.
All right, Cirion.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out of the fire.
It's a smart idea.
I'm gonna go. Aha. Right, yeah. And I'm gonna try and fuck up our friendly neighborhood Spartan kicker.
Okay.
Man, good man.
If my roll 20 will stop freaking out. There we go.
You're gonna get 2 nat 20s. I feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
17.
17, as you run out of the fire and around the here, you skirt along the dirt to come face to face with this dual-wielding Corsair that sort of like snarls and smiles back at you. You see around their eyes like this black soot sort of smudged across, and they sort of sit there open as you bring up the attack. And he goes to raise his sword. You do actually cut through the block. Go ahead and roll damage as the 17 hits.
Ooh. And we got radiant damage now, kids.
Ooh.
Of fucking course we do.
That's only been in every campaign so far.
I'm always two-handed.
Okay.
And I'll fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
Fire at me, boy. I'll fucking do it again.
19 will hit.
I'm freaking out. Roll 20.
Show him what for it mean to be. Yes.
13. As the two flurries attacks, he does parry off at times, though initially sort of caught off guard from the attacks themselves. So they do wear away at him, but he is still standing.
Okay. As my bonus action, holy shit.
You got it.
I am going to second wind.
Ooh.
Okay.
So. Damn.
Burn it now.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't in the best of shape going into this, so I'm not taking chances with these boys. Okay, that's. She won Spartan kick and fire. Roll, damn it.
Heal 13.
Nice.
Gladly take that. Okay, that'll be my turn.
That'll be your turn. And the target fails a saving throw that makes an attack roll or saving throw. Okay, that will bring us to the other Corsair, who's just going to sort of divide and conquer. Everybody partner up as he runs over towards Malvhor, as he didn't care for the brass instrument playing. As he's going to run up alongside him as I pick up the right character sheet.
You know, when you described a horn, I was thinking of like Boromir's horn. I wasn't thinking like a brass horn, but
I think I said it was metallic.
I think you
when
did.
You guys found it.
And I think I just went over my head.
He's going to make 2 attacks at you with advantage because I forgot that was an ability all the Corsairs had on their first round. So fuck me.
He is baned.
I am aware. First attack, once I scroll back down, is a 17 minus 1d4. 16.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my last gift die as a distraction. Doesn't matter what I roll.
What ability do the Corsairs have? That you?
Of course I roll an 8.
One.
Of course I roll an 8. So it brings it down to an 8 to hit.
Okay, the 8 will go wide, but he will follow up with a second attack. An 11 will miss. God damn, I can't roll shit.
I'm sorry, I missed that, Brian. My bad. I asked at a wrong time. What do the Corsairs have?
They have an ability.
Oh, just an ability. Got it.
Yeah, you don't get to know.
You get used to hearing that.
know.
If you
Yeah,
want to
that's
know,
too bad.
DM.
That's too bad. We're used to hear, and someone is doing something else over nya, and we're like, oh, fuck, okay.
That's one of the funnest things you can do as a DM is they're going to do something over here that you don't know about.
That you don't see. Oh, they have this special thing you don't know about yet. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He will use the Bandolier of Knives, though.
Another
I need a
dex save?
Dexterity save. Yep.
Come on, Malvhor. Nope.
You take 4 piercing damage. as the first 2 attacks sort of miss or get parried away, but he does take like 2 steps back, and in the flurry flings out to a couple of knives in your direction.
Oh, fun! I didn't see the recharge thing before.
That's
cool.
I love that ability. That has so much flavor. It is so cool and unique.
Yeah.
That will end his go. Yep. That will bring us to the top of the round with Rador.
He's gonna take another shot.
He's just gonna sit there. Wait till I smash the table, you fuck!
He reaches in the middle of the table and tears apart a loaf of bread that's sitting there and just pops it in his mouth.
This guy.
It's a pity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I let you live for so long, and this is how you return the favor.
This guy. Ooh, who is that?
Spotted answers.
Remember, Captain, it's double if you kill them.
Oh, Fig wasn't angry before.
More.
I go in for the attack with my blade for the Corsair that's most near me.
Okay. A 19 will hit.
To attack. So what I do is as I shift down to bring out my blade, I go right for the midsection. And as I do that, I forgot how to make the attack. Do I just click hit, or what do I
If you just click the attack, yeah, or you click the.
Both DMs are speaking.
There's one DM in here.
I don't know how to do it.
No, no. In the chat, click the name of your weapon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. I do 7 damage, and as my bonus action, I continue to spin and smack with my my staff.
Go for
or
it.
At least I attempt to, and I roll a 27.
Natural 20 for a total of 27 will hit.
And that's a plus. That's a 1d6 damage here. So we take away the modifier there.
So you got 2 bludgeoning on the far right.
Okay.
Is that what you're telling me? Yep.
Well, there's the 2 bludgeoning on the right, but I rolled a 5. I'm not sure how to do crits here.
No, it's roll 20 doubling the crit when in this case. I see. Yeah, so a total of, because that does crit, so 7.
Jake, can you read me the name of your sword?
No.
You're not even gonna try?
Balglerdring?
I would say, yeah. Balglerdring.
Oh, Maureen. Balglerdring.
Or if you want to be super Amazon Rings of Power, Balglerdring.
You gotta roll your eyes.
Every single R, every single time.
I wish.
Anytime.
That's a heavy Norse influence right there. Old Norse influence.
Sure.
Anything else more?
That was my bonus action and my main action, so I'm going to go with that. I'm sparring off with this guy.
Okay.
But wait, there's more.
That will bring us to the captain now, who loaded his crossbow and now sees Fig right next to him.
Fig just moving light speed.
A little unamused by it, because it really puts him in a real sticky wicket for ranged attacks, and he's not happy about it.
Sticky wicket. There you go.
But while holding the crossbow in his left hand, he reaches to the side of his pouch and pulls out a small sort of like leather, almost wineskin type of flask, and chugs immediately what's in it, and turns to you, Fig, and he goes and just spits in your face. I need a Constitution saving throw as he uses his bonus action.
Motherfucker. Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
I don't want to click this because I have a bad feeling. Ah! Bad feeling's gone.
18, you bring up your shield at the last second, and most of the liquid sort of splatters against the shield. 18 does succeed. Nothing else happens from there.
Yay.
You're used
That was
to
his.
gross.
That was his bonus action.
Hit me!
I don't know. He's looking at the field right here.
If you don't hit me, I'm gonna hit you.
He's aware. He knows the situation he's in. But you've taken away so many cool abilities of his if he doesn't do this.
Good. Let's go, Fig.
Actually,
I was trying to block the final potential exit, so I don't know.
Actually, you know what? He's not impressed by you.
Good. Fight me.
He's gonna move up and climb up the ladder over here. That
You-
does provoke an attack of
That was quite
opportunity.
the run.
Good.
Attack of opportunity if you wish to take it. Your
Uh-huh.
reaction.
That's just one, right? Or do we do both? I suddenly forgot.
One attack.
That's right. Where's my axe? I haven't clicked on it in so long because I've been there. I almost clicked on it in inventory.
The old kick in the ass. There it is.
13. 13 will miss.
I'm going to use my reaction to make it a hit. As Captain of Gondor.
All right, 13 will hit now. Go ahead and roll damage.
How
How does that exchange happen?
I would like to think that Fig is distracted by the fighting that's going on the other side of the room and doesn't notice he's running away and gonna get away, and so her reaction is a little slow. But I do because the guy just attacked me, so I'm already looking that direction. And I say, Fig, and I gesture with my shield to the captain to pull her attention to him so she can smack him as he leaves.
And then,
Alright.
yeah, and that's just gonna be like a quick swing with the axe, like across the back, across his calf to try to hit him.
All right, you get a slice across the lower leg, but the garments he is wearing does absorb a bit of it, so you only do 3 damage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't do a whole lot there, but he does
I know.
slip away as he brings up the crossbow and sort of scans the battlefield right now. As you notice, as he was running away, Fig, there was a bit of like a metallic clanking, shifting sound as he was running. And as he brings up the crossbow, you see the arrow attached as an actual thin chain attached to it as he locks onto one of the targets down below and fires it. And you see the arrow shoot across the room and a chain following it behind, sort of unraveling behind him. Cirion, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
Make it happen.
As he saw the damage output in that last round and he wants to focus in.
Yeah?
15. As at the last second you see this arrow coming in and you sort of move out of the way to try and either dodge or parry it off. But the arrow finds purchase in your left shoulder right through the armor and actually embeds itself a bit, and you jut forward a bit as he grabs onto the chain. You are grappled.
That's so cool.
Oh, jeez.
And he's going to immediately yank it as part of this action and move you 10 feet this way.
Cool.
Your speed is 0.
Okay.
But that will end his turn. Bonus action movement. Yep. That'll bring us to the orc. Who's about already had it with the situation, as you hear a different incantation as he brings the staff up to his side, and you see his right hand sort of jut out and a similar, almost darkish purple mist swirl about. And if you look at him, you see it sort of jut out across the room and begin to surround all 4 of you. He's also going to cast Bane.
Oh, charisma save?
Charisma saves, please.
Oh, 4 of us too. Damn.
I have a +8 to my charisma saves.
Oh no, this is gonna suck.
I had inspiration.
You did have inspiration. These Corsairs got a lot of abilities.
-1, it's my old friend.
Fig, Moore, and Cirion, you 3 fail.
That's nice.
You all become baned.
Cool.
Essentially, if you've heard what Moore rattled off, when you make an attack or a saving throw, you have to roll a d4, and that gets subtracted from your roll. At the end of your turn, you can make the save again.
Bane is fun when you are not the victim of it.
I'm not the victim.
Yes.
I'm not a victim.
So I'm going
I was gonna deal with that this game.
I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a little note.
Pat on the back.
I do have a question. Did the captain have disadvantage on his? Oh no, it was a save. Never mind, not attack.
It was a save.
Never mind. I'm being vigilant.
Yep, good looking out. That will end his go, Malvhor.
I'm just gonna go for a little stippity step, and just walk down here, and I'm gonna try and finish off the guy Malvhor. I mean, the Cirion attacked.
Okay.
With my broadsword, which I feel like it's been a while since I used. 19.
Hey yo.
19 will hit. Go ahead.
10 slashing. Oh my gosh. That's max damage.
Yay!
I get a kill for once.
As the Corsair has his attention sort of fixated on Cirion as he gets yanked off a bit off his feet and gets pulled forward, and he's watching, waiting for the opportunity to strike. You jut across the side and strike clean across his back, and you see it cut through the leather armor. 10 slashing damage, but still standing.
Well, I thought he was weaker.
Jesus.
I thought he was closer to death. I only get one attack.
Certainly weaker.
I only get one attack. That's it.
Bonus actions or anything else?
No, I have no more dice to give. I was tapped going into this fight, so that's it.
I'm going to take, because he attacked last time, so he's going to take that off. So first thing he's going to do is roll to see if he gets his bandolier back at a 1d6. Gets it back on a 4 or higher. 6.
Damn.
All right, that will bring us to him. He's gonna make 2 attacks, one at Cirion and one at Moore. First one at Cirion for a 12. Good lord.
Miss.
And then Moore.
Ooh.
Natural 1.
The dichotomy of the D20, natural 1, natural 20.
But he will continue with the Bandolier of Knives. I need a dex save from Moore.
Okay. Dex save.
Come on, old man.
7.
6 piercing damage.
Little bastards.
I hate how I have the way to program this. I just have to have it roll an attack, even though it's not an attack in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
All right, that will end his go. We're at 5 minutes on the timer. That will bring us to the barely standing Corsair, who now is going to step forward as the cut deep across his back. He's going to turn to Malvhor as he brandishes both scimitars and just sort of bring him up in an X and then cut through, try to just overwhelm you. He is Bane still. He failed his save. So the first one, a 7. Then I'm going to roll the D4. And then the second one, the 22. I don't think he can roll high enough.
Even if you get a full, he's still hitting me.
All right, so that will be 7 slashing from him. And before I forget, because I forgot to roll the 1d6 for him, 1. He does not get that recharge. And then that will end his turn, so he will make his charisma save against Bane. 4, he's still baned.
Bane, 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 bane.
That'll bring us to Dorsey, who does some stuff.
I don't. Oh,
What?
you took him off the counter.
Yeah, because he's invisible.
He stealthed.
Sneaky.
He hid. So unless you're looking for him actively, you don't know where he is.
Yeah, bigger fish
I
to
thought I
fry.
was next.
Fig.
Alrighty. Not happy. I'm gonna eye both the people at the top here, and get a little more mad that I don't like this icky magic feeling on me. But what I'm going to do is just make a beeline right to this guy right here, and I am going to hold my axe up and just make 2 clean swipes and attack recklessly.
Ooh. All right. Go ahead and roll an advantage. Well,
I have not hit my axe. There we go. I'm so used to looking for bear moves now. 22
yeah. 22 will hit.
and 23.
Yeah. Both will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Add a total of 4.
Do I need to roll Bane?
Will an 18 miss?
You can't. No.
Then it doesn't
So
matter.
technically, no. I will not force you to do that.
Okay, so 6 slashing and then 5 slashing. So 11 total on that guy.
Whoops. 11 total.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And then after I do two swipes, I'm just gonna go boosh right in the head. Oh no, wait, I can't head fucking bash, shield bash in the head. I keep wanting to do stuff with my head. Oops, that's violent display, but that works too, because I want to do violent display also. I accidentally clicked that, but I'll do this first. Hey!
A lot is happening.
Shield bash
20?
first.
Yeah, 23 will hit.
Cool. That's a 5.
Another 5.
Okay, and then violent display.
Is violent display an action, bonus action, or anything?
It's when I make an attack, make a successful attack.
Okay.
Or when I successfully hit.
Okay.
I attack with such reckless abandon that the sight is hard to look away from.
Gross.
Okay. I might need to rethink that one.
Oh no! Okay.
Just the wording about on it, but okay. That'll hurt. So who are you targeting with that?
I'm going to target. I can choose up to 3. I want to target. I want to target the 2 up on the whatever this is, the orc and the heavy crossbow guy, Captain Uban. Yeah.
Okay.
Captain Uban and Grishnok, and I want to also I want to target the guy that's right in front of me too.
Okay. What's the save?
Wisdom.
All right. First up is the good captain. Making sure I'm not missing something. The 12.
13 is the DC.
Damn. The mystic, who has advantage on wisdom.
Boo.
17.
Okay.
And then the corsair. 17.
That's fine. I got Captain Subway. It's fine.
Captain Subway?
Eat
It's a
fresh.
German translation.
Okay.
Uban! I hear the German Uban.
Sure. Okay. Anything else?
Nah. That's me.
That's your turn. All right, Cirion, you are grappled.
Can I break the grapple?
You can certain what?
My Bane save.
Oh, go ahead and give me a charisma save. You do have to subtract. You failed.
You could
Yeah, was I supposed to take a bane save before, or did that happen after I took?
It's at the end of your turn.
Okay, my bad.
So but I don't think we've gotten to your turn yet.
Correct. Sorry.
Or maybe we did.
You could you can still attack even if you're grappled. I just want to make sure you're aware of that in case you think you can't.
Yeah, but I don't want to get. I don't want to keep
That's fair.
getting yanked.
That's fair. I just want to make you aware.
I appreciate it.
No more
Cirion.
Stop yanking me, you yanka. All right, I'm gonna break the grapple.
How are you? How?
Bring my sword up in the chain, or no, it's an arrow in me, isn't it? Yeah.
It's an arrow with a chain attached to it.
I'm gonna yank the arrow out.
Ow. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Just give me a straight strength check.
Banes for days. Come on.
14.
I do have viewer inspiration.
Okay.
I do believe somewhere up there. Yeah, I'm gonna add that. Cirion gonna need it. Yeah, so I'm gonna add that just in case. In this case, the captain up there, like, he looks pretty buff. 1d8, right?
No, viewer inspiration is 1d4.
1d4. I'm 1d8. I give you 1d8.
Yeah, sorry. There's too many dice.
Total of 16.
Oh, 16.
As you get jerked forward off of your original footing and sort of collide in with the table, you plant yourself and sort of grip onto the table to try and stop yourself from getting yanked any further, and you reach up to the arrow and you grab onto it and you begin to pull, and initially it's sort of stuck and you feel it pull against your skin as it did pierce a little bit in past your armor, and you really feel it when you bring up and just lean into it and yank it out. You are no longer grappled.
Ouchies.
But that was your action.
Yeah. Okay, with that, really got nothing else. Wish I had my action search right now. That's bullshit.
Was he prone too?
No.
Okay, never
Okay,
mind.
I was just told I was grappled. Okay. With that, I think I'm just gonna do the charisma save and call it for Cirion right there.
All right, end your turn. Go ahead and make a charisma save.
Please.
Yeah.
Hey.
19. You are no longer baned.
And
I'm gonna have this
got rid of
bane
all
on
your
me
debuffs.
forever.
Well, that is a successful turn.
That will bring us to this Corsair. So let's roll his 1d6 real quick. The 3 does not get it back. But he does see an opportunity here, and he's going to attack Malvhor with both of his attacks.
What?
For a reason.
I fucking slashed the guy.
He's aware what you did to him.
He said, "Ow," and moved.
God
Nope.
almighty, I can't
Nope.
roll for shit.
The Valor is on my side. I could walk through that fire and not get burned.
Wait, you won't.
I won't, because I will get burned. I'm spreading propaganda because I'm good at that.
That will end his go.
What's Rattle gonna do now?
Still eating bread. Takes more than 6 seconds to eat bread. Unless you're me.
I was just saying, not the way you eat bread.
Just inhale it.
I love bread.
Especially like freshly baked bread.
Yes!
Like
it's so good!
when it's like soft and steamy and you just like
I want bread. Thank you, Matt. It's so good.
He's going to look around, and he sort of comes to a point where he places both his elbows on the table and just sort of sits there like this. And under his breath, pretty hard to hear for most of you, I'll say Cirion and probably more can hear that he's saying something as he sort of just sits there with it like this. and you just make out more. You recognize immediately that this is in black speech, as he just begins to rattle off, for most of you, sort of unintelligible, incoherent words. And he sort of closes his eyes, and as they reopen, there's like a yellowish coloration to them and begin to have like blackened around the eyes. And you've noticed that the whole room, the fire that was lit, is completely snuffed out.
Peachy.
Let me just get rid of... Oh, it's on the map. It's snuffed out. And any sort of lanterns and everything else that are sort of hung around are also pretty much extinguished, and it becomes complete darkness. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Would my eyesight be able to come into play at all with this?
So it is complete darkness.
30-20.
So if you have, wait, do you actually have dark vision?
No, it's been kind of treated as such so far in a weird way. It's just, what is it? It just says your sight and hearing are greatly enhanced, like in the dark and at night. You can see or hear better under the light of the sun, as if, like during the night. Like as if under the light of the sun.
So I will say, if you have to make a check that has to do with seeing or hearing, it might not be at disadvantage, but that doesn't affect this save right now.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, please.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna be so good. I'm gonna have this bane on me until I die.
Actually, yeah. The whole room sort of emits no light and goes in complete darkness. You even hear confusion amongst the Corsairs initially, as there's some muttering, and there's a brief, momentary lull in the fighting as there's a little confusion going on. Fig and more. You both become frightened, and you both take 1 shadow point.
Oh no. All right.
Did you go back to 2, Fig?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? That's just the permanent? Or hit point max?
Yeah, that takes off your ceiling and that hit die is burned.
But not my current hit points.
Correct. I think.
So, because now my hit point max is lower than what I currently have. So does anything happen there?
Then you would go straight to your ceiling.
Fuck! Okay.
Spooky.
No, you know what?
Yes.
Hold up.
What?
No, it's too late.
What?
I still have 1 luck point from that bracelet.
That's luck for a reason. Do you choose to use it?
Sure, what the hell. I get scared and I'm gonna go to the bracelet and see what happens. I should have done that with Bane.
Damn it.
Alright, never mind.
Alright.
Floral bracelet doesn't do jack for me.
That's the last luck point from that.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Oh. As you're lost in complete darkness.
Uh-oh.
And you just hear an echoing voice. It really is a shame. I let you live for so long.
Oh, don't you fucking leave.
You may still very well be useful. Well, you have to take care of the mess here first. I look forward to meeting you again.
Fuck.
What a cheater. What a fucking cheater. We should have just killed him. We should have just shot him.
I was very tempted to just go straight to him, but I wanted to block that other exit, potentially.
That will end his go. More.
After yelling out profusely in the darkness.
Naturally.
I mean, you have to have something useful here, Mole.
Light?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I conjure light right in front of me.
On a particular object of any sort?
Directly on the guy in front of me's face, if I can roughly get.
My eyes!
So you do have to touch the object. So if you want to try, I'll have you make a dexterity check to see if you can reach out in the darkness and grab onto him.
That's fine.
Otherwise,
Just
you can
smack him
choose
in
an
the face,
item on
palm
you.
him in the face.
Just do your staff. Just do your staff.
All right.
I do the staff. I blow onto the staff that I have, and then make that happen.
Okay. I'm letting you do what you want. Just letting you know.
I like the idea of just smacking a guy in the face with a good old slap. But yes, we'll do the thing.
All right. So do you sort of bring up your staff into the crystals that sort of sit atop that staff, and you begin to speak softly into it, and there's a warm white and yellow glow that begins there as all of you sort of see it sort of emanating from over in the area, and you see Moore's silhouette, and the light begins to grow slowly and then illuminates the whole room.
And we're back.
And then from there, because I technically cast a spell, I bring up my staff and attempt to bring it down on the Corsair in front of me, right into his face.
Go for it.
All right.
21 will hit.
And as I bring it down, I find Purchase right on the left side of his face to give him a good old smack. I don't get the bonus 4 that's on there, so it should really be a just a 4 on that hit.
So as the light emanates from the crystal and the whole room begins to illuminate, suddenly the lights are essentially back, but there's just a soft glow coming from these bluish crystals that sit atop your staff. And as you sort of take a moment and reveal the light, you sort of spin the staff around and just backhand. You see this arc of light in midair just hit across this Corsair's face, and you see a good few cuts across the cheek.
And that's the end.
That will end. All right. You do have movement if you care to, but that is certainly the end of your turn if you would like it. He's got to roll a recharge. Oh yeah, go ahead and check your
charisma saving throw. Is that what I roll?
Yes. Sorry.
12.
12 does succeed.
Yeah.
That's the DC? Oh, I can do it. Come on, Fig.
So you are no longer baned at this point.
Oh, did my attack hit, like there was a 4 and then minus something because of the bane? Is it the -2?
Go ahead and roll 1d4. 20 still hits. Okay.
Trying to be.
That will bring us. Yeah. Still getting used to roll 20 and all that. So, this guy's got Fig's thing on him and Malvhor's thing. So he has disadvantage if he attacks anyone other than you, Fig. Correct?
Yes, other than whatever Malvhor's thing
And
is.
his first attack
And Malvhor's first attack is
has disadvantage no matter what it is.
Okay. Yeah, some of these abilities of his are cool, but I think he just wants to deal damage at this point.
He wants to surrender. He wants to surrender and defect and help us hunt down Rattle.
He is going to make an attack at disadvantage at Fig.
At me.
But you attacked recklessly, didn't you?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. Mhm.
Last time, did you? Okay, so then it's cancels. It's a 15.
Which will miss.
15 misses. As he goes to load
That was
another.
round. Jesus. It's a big round.
Oh, did Jake close his camera?
Yeah, I think his wife walked in.
Ah,
so
okay.
He'll be back.
I was just making sure. That's it.
At this point, he's gonna throw the crossbow to the side and pull his saber, and just slide down the ladder and
That's
move
pretty
over
fucking
to
cool.
here.
Come at me. Oh, you're back. Hello.
That'll bring us to the orc mystic.
Who's gonna do chain lightning?
Oh my god. No. Please.
He's just gonna do a dark incantation on Moore with a 21.
It has disadvantage because it's technically an attack.
It is technically an attack in this case with a 12, which will miss Moore. So that will end that go.
This horn is
Trying to move things
great.
along
I
at this
love
point.
it.
Malvhor.
Yay, back from dodge. Sorry.
Okay, I'm just going to try and kill the guy to the south of me again. Still alive.
Go for it.
14 might not cut it.
14 as you've did a clean cut across his back, and at this point he's fully turned and aware of you. Your next attack now having somewhat almost flanked as you have somebody else pressing an attack the other side of you that you would defend attacks off from. You regain your footing and try to re-engage. A 14 just misses.
Ah, fuck. Okay. I mean, I can't do anything. That's it.
That will bring us to this Corsair to the south. He does get his bandolier back. And he's going to make his 2 attacks, splitting them between Cirion and Moore. First one at Cirion. They 21 for 9 slashing. And then Moore for a 10, which will miss. But then he will follow up with the bandolier against Cirion as he's trying to spread the love. I need a dexterity saving throw, Cirion. Take 5 piercing damage. That will end his go. This will come to the one limping here, really, with no... He's had Bane this whole time and he can't shake it. But he will make his 2 attacks at Malvhor. First one is an... Second one, 19.
He's baned.
He is baned. Because he can't shake that shit.
I haven't yet either.
Yeah. 1 second. Checking something. Yep.
Ah, yes. Wait, you just rolled 1d.
Indeed.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I mean, it was a long shot. I needed him to roll full, but yeah, that hits.
All right, you take 8 slashing, and on top of that, finally, an additional 5 for sneak attack.
Oh my god.
Okay.
They need to hit. All right, that will end his go. Brings us to Dorsey. Fig.
Oh my god. Okay. I am. How's the guy in front of me looking?
It's rough.
Yeah.
Could be better, could be worse.
Uh-huh. I'm going to I'm going to shuffle around to be next to Malvhor here. And I'm going to I will continue to recklessly attack the guy I have been attacking, so the person who's now, I guess, technically above me. So let me do, did I say reckless? Yes.
You did now.
I did now? Oh, I meant to say it before.
Just go ahead.
Oh.
I'm just making a joke.
16.
16 will hit.
Hold on. -3, 13.
That will miss.
2?
It's only +2 for damage.
Oh, I'm sorry.
16.
16 will hit.
Okay. So that's 7 slashing for there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bash him in the face again.
Okay, go ahead. Another D4.
-2.
That will.
So 6.
-6.
Oh.
Okay.
And after I do all of that and still see this guy up and see the guy next to Malvhor up, I'll look at Malvhor and I'll just go, someone needs to find Dorsey. And then I'll just move my, I'll keep my attention.
I'm a little busy here.
I know, but someone needs to try to find him before we lose both of them. That's my turn.
You can also still try to find Rador too. That's on the table. Cirion!
Wait!
What? Bane check.
Charisma save, yes.
Oh shit, sorry. No, it's a 3. It's not.
No dice. No dice. Cirion.
I'm gonna attack the guy between me and Moore.
Go for it.
Me and more. I like that.
That's a 20. Go ahead and roll damage. 29 will definitively hit.
I hope you get like 30.
Ooh, 20.
Total of 20. I hate to tell you this, but he is barely standing.
Oh,
and for another swing.
After 3 rounds,
will hit.
Thomas died.
I don't think it's even possible for you to roll low enough for this. Yep. How do you bring him
Finally,
down?
we got one. With the first swing, I'm going to come across his armor with the sword or leathers, and then as he's starting to fall, I'm gonna bring the blade up after that swing and take the point right through his head and drive the blade up through.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Two attacks. Was your action?
Yeah, that was my action, and I think. Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to the Corsair at the top, who will make 2 attacks. Well, they do get their bandolier back.
Hey.
They'll make 2 attacks at Fig.
They have advantage.
17 total.
No.
17 misses. 20.
That hits.
7 slashing, reduced to 3.
Okay.
Or reduced to 4, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. And then he's going to do a bandolier knives at Malvhor.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. for a bonus action. Holy hell.
Yeah, and I failed.
9 piercing.
Oof.
Brings us to Rador.
I thought he pooped, but I must have been not listening.
More. Okay, sorry. That was like.
I mean,
well, he's probably
when
still.
The lights came, when the lights came back up, you don't see him.
I saw what he did because the token popped up on the map, but he did run out of the north corridor, and he's probably still just running.
Oh, why'd you tell us that?
Wow. Why? More, you're up.
Seeing Malvhor's situation, after that, I move up 5 feet, and is the Corsair currently engaged with Malvhor?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that roll for advantage if I move to an attack?
If you move 5 feet to your right and do flanking, that'll give you advantage.
Okay. So I move to attack with my sword. The 19. And so as I move in, I swing up my sword from from my right side in one hand and attempt to slash across the Corsair's back. I assume that 19 makes purchase, right?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay. With 11 slashing damage, and as I continue to move with the momentum of my sword swing, I make an attack with my staff to go for behind the knees.
I'll cut you off there. The sword kills him.
Perfect.
So at that point, before you do the remainder of your turn,
fair enough. I'll take that bonus act.
yeah. So you still have your bonus action at this point and movement and everything. But as you cleave through this second Corsair, everyone sees the remaining Corsair and the captain sort of like step back a bit and sort of side-eye one another as they're sort of rethinking their situation. So you've cut down the Corsairs by half. Everybody gains inspiration.
Oh!
Oh
yeah.
DM
ability.
Do I keep bonus action during movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Their ability was when you encounter them, everybody loses inspiration who has it, but when half or more of their number fall, everybody gains inspiration.
Ooh. Okay.
It's fucking lit, dude.
So I move 5 more and then another 5. I'm not sure if you count that as 10 technically. But it's
You have plenty of movement to get there.
Yeah. I move to not sure how Fig is faced with this Corsair. Is he flanking her, or is she actively facing him?
She's facing him.
Okay.
If you want to flank, you'd have to be on the immediate opposite side of
No,
Fig.
that's fine. I'm assuming I take a attack of opportunity if I move that direction.
No, only if you move out of his attack range once you get into it.
Okay. So I would need to be back here in order to do that?
One more to your right.
One more to my right. So if I went, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that would actually be within that range.
You're good.
I very deftly move to swing with the bonus action of, we'll just hold the one that I ran, which was my 12.
Okay.
Technically, you would have advantage.
Yeah, you do have advantage now that you're flanking, so you can roll one more time.
Okay.
See if you can take a better one. 15. 15 just hits.
And that is actually just a +6, so that's really a 5. So I move to kind of smack behind his legs.
Yeah, you just run up behind him and whack right into the back of the legs, and you see the knees sort of buckle a bit.
Yeah.
That will bring us to the captain, who's not really liking this situation.
Come at me! You were coming at me before! You're almost there, bro! I'm here!
You're egging him on.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Fig
Abe
just looks
Lincoln.
over with a Fig just looks over with a stare that's like, try me.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
Yeah. Now that he's not using a crossbow and can make more than one attack a turn because he's not using loading, he will make 2 attacks with his saber at you.
And he does
15.
have advantage. No, it's a straight roll for him.
Yes.
What was that? I'm sorry.
15,
That's a no.
18.
That meets it.
All right, that will 7 slashing reduced to 4.
Wah.
Wait, did you say a straight roll? Wouldn't that be just a 13? Because it's a 13 plus 5?
So it's 18.
Well, no, I thought you said a straight roll, no bonuses. My fault.
The straight roll is no advantage, disadvantage. It's just a normal.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're good. He's gonna try it one more time, Fig. He's gonna take a swig of whatever's in that bottle of his and spew it in your face. Give me a con
Oh
save.
no.
Still Bane.
You do have to do a D4.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh,
Maybe
23.
20.
Roll 20. You succeed again.
Fuck you!
You catch a whiff of it. It is just this foul, nasty liquid.
Is it like a black ink? Is it like?
It's clear.
Okay.
That brings us to this orc.
Sneaky little turd.
Yeah. Who's just going to keep muttering nonsense up atop his perch. And after the attack that was thrown at the Corsair closest to him by Cirion, he's going to look at Cirion and sort of grip the staff and raise it above his head as he chants more in black speech. Cirion, I need a wisdom saving throw as he casts Hold Person.
You think Rafiki does black speech?
No, but I just pictured him. I just go like, Hunty on wash banana.
Can you just imagine Rafiki holding up little Simba at the top of the mountain and just speaking black speech?
I'm gonna burn inspiration before I lose my shit anymore, and I'm gonna try that wisdom save again.
Don't go to the Shadowlands, Simba.
Must never go. Come on.
oh my gosh.
As you
That sucks for us.
As you finish your attack on the Corsair and the lifeless corpse falls to the ground, you take a moment, you go to turn and look at the rest of the melee, and as you do, you feel your muscles begin to seize and tighten up, and you actually go frozen still. You are paralyzed.
Oh my god.
That will end his turn. Malvhor.
I'm gonna do something a little interesting. I'm gonna look at the captain, and I'm going to try and use my discourse on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and persuade him by saying, I'm gonna say, "Your men are falling, Captain. Captain Uban, Radol, your patron, has abandoned you. Even Dorsey has fled. Throw down your weapons, cease this fighting, and let us talk, and you may live."
That woman killed a wolf with her bare hands when she was 10.
So I'm trying to persuade him to stop fighting.
Okay.
Using my discourse.
Go ahead and make your persuasion check at advantage. What's his save? Charisma?
I think it's a wisdom. Let me double check. Yep, wisdom saving throw. And
Okay.
the DC he has to beat is 28. And all that, if he fails, all that means is he's friendly to me.
Yep. 12 will fail. And we'll see how that plays out.
But that is my action, so I can't attack, so that's the end of my turn.
All right. He's dead. He's dead. Brings us to Dorsey. Fig.
I'm gonna do a quick glance at Malvhor with just a questionable look of, am I still attacking or what am I doing?
Malvhor just looks back toward the orc.
Fair enough. Okay, then I will. Yeah, that's fine. Let me measure this out here. Is this a ladder right here on the side? I can't get to my cursor. Right here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do. Perfect. I am going to. Wait, what was that? I can get nya. Okay, 35. Sweet. So I'm gonna use my regular movement to get right up here to him.
Okay. That will provoke 1 attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
The 22.
Wow. Yeah, okay, that hits.
He's very...
6 reduced to 3.
Okay.
That Corsair is very serious.
Okay. And as soon as I get up to him, yeah, I still very much dislike this icky magic feeling, and I'm even more angry now that I've reached the source to it, so I'm just, as if I wasn't attacking recklessly before, I'm going to take my axe and just go right for the head, like as if a swift decapitation movement.
All right, go for it. As you dart across the field and almost in like one bound, heft over the ladder to the top. 20 as you gain purchase as he brings back down his staff after he casted his little spell and catches you at the corner of his eye, but almost too late as the axe attack is already coming through. 20 will hit.
Yeah. 5 slashing.
Well,
and
you're still baned. Sorry, 20 minus D4.
I'm sorry, that's right.
No, I'm forgetting 2. 18 will still hit.
Okay, so 5 slashing for that one. And then after that swing like this, I'm going to twist my wrist to twist the axe and then just do a quick diagonal down slash across his whole center.
Okay. Go ahead and roll down. It's roll attack.
I'll roll damage.
19 minus a D4.
17.
17 still hits.
Cool. So that's 6 slashing.
Okay.
And then I would, with how I'm facing him, I would love to just shield bash his. I did my bonus action. No, I didn't. Never mind. That was an idea I had in case I didn't have movement. Enough movement. I will use my bonus action to just shield bash him and see also if it's enough force to just make him fall off.
Go for it.
What do I have? 22. That's an 18 though.
18 still hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that's 6 bludgeoning.
Oh, I see it. I only saw 4 again, so I was like, you didn't roll anything. So you heft yourself up to the top of this scaffolding, you make an attack across the neck area and connect, and you come back across at the torso, and you sort of spin around and just body check him with the shield. As it connects, he falls backwards, goes and just lands backwards onto the rock, and falls to the ground.
Cool. I wish I had more movement. Oh wait, he's dead. Yes.
He is dead.
So my bane goes away, right? Isn't that
the horde person is concentration?
Yeah. So whole person drops. So Cirion immediately feels his body return to him.
Wait, was bane concentration too?
Give me 1 sec.
It might be.
Give me 1 second. You raise a valid point.
I feel like from my wizard days it is, but I don't want to meta.
Give me. It is concentration. That would have dropped. I apologize.
No
Hey.
problem.
That's okay. We
I
beat
mean,
it anyway.
Anyways, so
I've played a caster once in my life.
it's all good. It's all good. That's fine. Okay, cool. Well, yay! I'm not paid. Okay. That's me. Oh, can I? Is it possible from my vantage point to scan the area for Dorsey or Red, or I assume Red or Left, but I will look for anybody, at least Dorsey.
You can give me a perception check, but this will be the end of your turn.
Okay.
Big turn. Big spender.
Is it dark enough or no?
It's light. It's almost daylight
That's
with
right.
Moors.
Gotcha.
Like,
Sorry. I forgot about that. Let me toggle off advantage.
Specialty glow stick.
10. I'm gonna use inspiration because why not?
Okay.
18.
18. You look around
I'm
in this
better.
immediate vicinity, and you're fairly confident no one else is in here other than the ones you've been fighting and your companions right now.
Cool. I don't like that at all, but that's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Cirion.
I'm gonna run up to Mr. Unfortunate right here, and I'm gonna attack the last Corsair.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
I don't know if I have my right
Oh boy.
sheet up.
I don't
get
know if
advantage on this
Captain's
round,
gonna
by
like
chance?
that.
I'm sorry,
The
what?
Captain, I don't care about him. Do I get advantage at all?
You do.
Malvor's
Why
trying
not?
to be friends with him. He's
I'm
trying to make
gonna-
him
Yeah.
stop.
I'm gonna give him a big
26 will
kiss.
Attack. I'm not gonna attack the captain. I'm just attacking his little subordinate.
Jeez.
To be fair, the subordinate did stab you as you ran away.
That's true.
Whoops.
I was gonna say that subordinate's already taken a beating, so yeah.
He drops like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Look at the captain and go, I'll return double, Captain.
Oh my gosh! Don't make
And-
promises you can't
What
keep.
money?
I'm not gonna pay him in money. I'm gonna pay him in blood. Can I make a non-lethal attack with my sword to
You can. You certainly
try
can.
and knock him out?
You can certainly try. Go ahead and roll an attack.
I'm going
28 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
to immediately yell at Cirion and be like, "What are you doing? I had this on. What are you doing? We're gonna talk."
Oh, we're gonna talk.
15. He does take a jolt from a blunted attack as you do try to knock him out, but he stammers a bit, and you see him shake it and go, all right then.
Rip your discourse ability. There goes that.
Yep. Now we're gonna have to kill him.
Oh, we're gonna interrogate.
I'm gonna kill him. Yeah. If I get the chance,
Anything else?
I'm killing him.
Malvhor was about to have him talk already.
Anything else, Cirion?
Larry didn't hear that. No.
All right, that Corsair is dead. That brings us to Rador at the top of the round.
I need someone to clip Kevin say, "Oh, we're gonna talk."
Oh my goodness gracious.
All
More.
right, so we're done. He's hostile.
I guess so.
I imagine
We
he's
haven't gotten
hostile
back to
now.
his turn, to be fair.
What's
So we
that?
don't
You
know.
can hold your
We haven't
action and
gotten
wait
back
and
to it.
see.
We haven't gotten back to his turn yet, so we don't quite know what he's doing.
You can always hold your action.
Or
You can cast a spell. You little wizard, but you're not a wizard.
I will. I'll run up to him on this side and hold my sword to his neck and perform an intimidation check. And
Okay.
and say, "Are we through?"
I'll give you advantage considering the situation. Oh, 20. Okay.
Still.
Unnatural 20. Anything else on your turn?
You will tell us everything that you know now. That's it for me.
All right. That'll bring us to his turn as he sort of stand there, still shaking off Cirion's attack, now with a blade to his throat, his saber at the side of his hip. Fine. As he throws the sword to the ground. I never had a love for Dorsey, let alone this patron. Let's talk. Surely we can strike a deal.
Yeah.
Speaking of, go ahead.
I was just gonna say
Cirion slits his throat. No, I'm kidding.
This this room is a little corpsey. How about we go upstairs and raid Dorsey's kitchen?
If you don't mind, can I run that and call out to Dorsey in a very deep, booming voice?
You certainly can. What do you say?
Are we out of combat?
At this point, there's no more hostiles in the immediate vicinity.
Okay, because while he's saying that, I want to dash all over the place to physically look, starting here.
I want to see you flip the table. That's the first place you look. Just flip the table.
I thought about it.
Did I take that after combat was complete?
Yeah, I'll say like we'll give it like a few seconds and everyone's sort of taking inventory of the situation.
I will say that I'm gonna make an assumption that I'm not sure how to click the cursor in Roll20 to to point out things. But what do I do? Right click or what do I do?
The cursor, you can just hold down a left click and it'll blip.
Ah, okay. So over in this direction here, as I thaumaturge the deep booming voice, I also change the color of the light over there to try and make a more intimidating situation for. I'm hoping he's over in that direction, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
To try and intimidate or deceive Dorsey by saying, "Come out, boy, it's time. This is over."
Okay. So that sort of echoes out in the caverns. While that's happening, Fig, you said you were gonna basically tear the place apart?
I wanted to use all of my movement in dashing, so 80 feet total, to start going down here, because this is where you said our locked door was, right? So I first wanted to run there and check it was still roped off and blocked.
Okay. You dash over there as the booming voice of Moore echoes through the chamber, and as you get about halfway in, you see sort of huddled in a sort of fetal position a Dorsey who's just sort of rocking. Please, don't hurt me, I'm not going to fight. I tried to escape it, I couldn't, the door's barred or something, so
Yes, you're welcome. And I'm going to roll my shoulders back to allow my fury to escape me, and then I'll just walk closer to him until I'm literally towering right above him and go,
Please.
We have
Would you like
many
some tea?
questions. Yes, well,
Wonderful.
I will take the tea while we ask the many questions that you must answer.
Sure. Sounds divine.
And I'll just grab,
so...
and I'll grab both of his hands to just whoop him up forcefully.
Okay, all right.
And then, no, you know what? I think about it, and then I just grab his waist and put him over my shoulder, and then just bring him back.
Okay, well, this is a new one for me.
And then, and then I'll take him and place him down next to Malvhor and Cirion. And then once I do that, I'll be back. And then do the same thing and run straight to the top here to check that area and see what happens.
Okay. You drop off Dorsey. Yes.
Hi,
And then just
Dorsey.
Okay. And you run through that other cavern that sort of bends and winds for probably like 100 feet or so.
Okay.
And then you get to a point that is a tall ladder that seems to lead up towards the street level.
I will climb to the top of the ladder to take a peek.
You climb to the top, and it gets to like a bit of a sewer grate, if you will, or at least from the surface, it would look to be a sewer grate. In reality, it's not one because you're not in a sewer.
Right.
But you do get to the top of there, and it does look like it's been shifted a bit.
I will frown deeply, give a heavy grunt, and then I'll put my hands on the side of the ladder and just slide down.
Okay.
In one fell swoop, and then I'll kind of walk back briskly, but with obvious frustration to the rest of the group. And then I'll stand next to Dorsey to make sure he doesn't get any funny ideas.
I'll note she swooped a man onto her shoulders, and now she swooped.
And then, yeah, once I come back and stand next to Dorsey, I'll look at all of them and go, he's gone.
Unfortunate, but
I'm sure
well,
these two may have an idea where he went.
Oh, I'm sure the good Captain Umbar knows.
This is the first time I met the man. You think I know anything?
Well, you have your Corsairs searching something for him.
You think I know where he went?
No, but I mean, where he went is irrelevant right now. I'm more interested in what he's looking for. What you've been contracted to find.
Yeah, I'm inclined to talk. Depending. We can certainly see about it.
Yeah, we can negotiate, and, you know, how about we go upstairs where there's some nicer furniture and some food. Dorsey, I'm sure you have no problem feeding us and giving us, preparing us some tea while we continue our negotiations, because you're going to be a part of this as well.
Do you really have the audacity
I do.
to demand such?
I do.
You already offered.
I offered you tea. I didn't offer baked goods or anything.
I look at the corpses. This doesn't look good for you, Dorsey. If I'm being honest. I wouldn't.
Yes, it also certainly looks like you barged in and murdered a bunch of people, so that is also up for debate.
And I pulled out the letter that we got from Captain Turgon.
To be fair, they started it.
And I say, this is a letter for the arrest of Rador and his associates. So we have great power here. We do not speak with only our own authority. We speak with the authority of the Kingdom of Gondor tonight. So you will listen to what we say. If you don't want to feed us, that's fine. Let's at least move upstairs. I put the parchment away.
Alright. Is anybody doing anything else?
No, I'm gonna stay close to Dorsey as we walk.
Okay.
Make sure he knows that I can catch him.
I think he figured that part out.
I'll be walking rear point on the way up. Is there anything else I can perceive in this room that might be related to Rador that is of interest?
In like physically, or are you like looking
Physically
for like
on
the
the
air of something? Go ahead and give me an investigation check. 14. On the table itself is mostly half-eaten bread and drunken bottles of rum and some tea. There's nothing really left here in any particular interest, but you do note that the coin pouch was left that Rador dropped there for the captain.
Is the captain moving with the group right now?
He is.
I will freely pick it up and put it on my person.
All right. You can add 250 gold pieces to your inventory.
You're welcome.
As you sort of turn to walk out of the chamber and follow the group, you hear a chill voice enter your ear, almost some coming from like the center of your head, just sort of manifesting. You have been hiding for so long, and you apparate in Pelagia, of all places. You do well to keep hidden, don't you, wizard?
Is the rest of the team here, or is this purely me?
This is purely you, pretty much, at this point.
Am I able to speak back in this situation?
You can certainly try. See what happens.
I attempt to reach back into the corners of my mind and speak back through that tether and say, the time of my preparation is done. Soon, you will know my blade.
The time will come, Morinda. But know that if you lead these band of fools any further, you lead them to death. My master will return, and we will blot out the sky.
Master of all creation stands against you, and I will be his hammer.
Till our next meeting.
That's a pretty cool crossbow you got there, Captain.
I dropped it back there. Bit of a shame.
Oh. Well, I'll go pick it up for you. I'll go pick up his crossbow.
All right, you double back and grab a heavy crossbow.
I bring it back, and I'm just gonna be like, we don't have to part as enemies, so if we part as acquaintances, this is your crossbow. You can take it with you. But we'll find out specifically when we negotiate.
Oh well. More, do you do anything else after that tether?
I'd like to think I came back in the room and I just saw Moore standing there.
You kind of did.
I'm just like, ooh, awkward. Just gonna take this. Bye.
Like walking in on a parent's phone call, be like, sorry.
Yeah. So we, beyond that, I follow behind Malvhor as after he very inconspicuously picked up the crossbow and and walked behind the rest of the group up.
All right. You follow the rest of the group up to the parlor proper in the middle of the night, knowing an agent of the enemy slipped through just barely. But you do have 2 in your possession that might glean some more information beyond what you've eavesdropped so far. Lots of things have been said. Some hands have been revealed. But I think there's many a question of what happens next. And that's where we're going to end tonight. And we will pick back up in August.
Yeah.
So, bit of a hiatus from us. Sorry we went late tonight. Have this hiatus. I wanted to end on a definitive note. So leave questions wanting and cliffhangers. So we'll see what comes of this interrogation in a few weeks' time. Other than that, thank you so much for joining us. I won't keep us any longer. See you all later at our various other streams. Stay proficient, everybody.